Hello and welcome back to another episode, another session, Papa John's, of Shadows Over Filoria. I am Dylan St. Amand, your dungeon master. You can call me Pope.
Hey, Pope.
How's everybody doing? There it is.
Popa.
It has to happen. It has to. Oh, yes. Feed me with that interruption.
He always interrupts.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing now, though. I can't get through the day. The itch that it needs to be there.
Hi, Popa. Popa John.
Please don't call me Popa.
Oh no. If I leave that in, that's all anyone will ever call you.
Popa John.
No. I just couldn't. It was just such a. Anyway.
You did this.
Yes, I did. I did this to myself, so I'll take it. We are back with Shadows Over Filoria. Last week, you guys went head-to-head with Lydia Engels and her goons from Brighton. I mean, all in all, everything worked out. Just one of you went down this time, so you know what? It's progress. So during this fight, you guys went head-to-head with Lydia, who turned out to be some sort of sniper, and her thugs and goons that she had brought with her. You managed to get rid of the majority of her goons before she let off a final shot right at Maria, destroying her gun in the process, but also downing you, and she made her escape before the guard was able to surround the building. You guys were invited to stay the night while the Dragon Guard worked with the Haven Town Guard to clean up the pile of corpses and not corpses, people who were just unconscious, from Val's kitchen. And despite everything, Val and her family were still willing to put you guys up for the night. And
Very nice of them.
Yeah. Maria, before going to bed, looked into the gift from Anthony Benwick one more time and figured out that the crumpled up piece of paper was not just a piece of paper. It also held a note, seeming to be from a certain someone. Along with that, we said in the after show that there was a certain surprise that Folkvar almost got, but didn't get.
And I realized what I would have used it on. I would have used it to make sure my homunculus came to life.
Oh boy.
That's all.
Such a waste.
I mean, at least it's not, trying to become a real boy.
Oh, but he's already half a real boy.
I have real parts.
Yeah, you're half a real boy.
Wow. You wouldn't even know. You didn't stay to help out Maria when I opened up my body.
That's true, I didn't. And I haven't looked at that letter yet, but that's going to be the first thing that I do, because I'm waking up before all of you, because I slept in a booth downstairs.
Wait, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we did go over this at the end of last week's session. The first person to wake up was Leo, because there are not curtains on the windows. So Folkvar and Maria both got their own rooms upstairs. Leo decided to stay downstairs, and it is now morning. Let's start with you, Leo. What's your morning like?
Well, first I'm going to fold the blanket that someone left on top of me and just place it nicely on the edge of the booth bench. And then I want to open up and look at the letter thing that I got from Benwick that I have been resistant to look at yet.
Okay, so when you open it, or when you take it out, it has the wax seal of the anchor and quill that you know to be from the Benwick estate. You open it up to take a look at what is inside. The letter is literally what he said he was going to do. It's a recommendation from Anthony Benwick to utilize the teleportation circle within the Arcane Spire under his noble house's authority.
Does it have my name on it, or is there no
specific name? It's just the holder of this letter.
Wow.
That's good. That's really good. That's what I was hoping.
Means he doesn't have your full name.
I'm gonna fold it and put it back in the envelope. And I'm going to sit downstairs and wait for other people to show up, I think.
Okay.
Just, fix my hair.
Okay. You're generally alone for the first little bit. It's sunrise, so it's like 5:36 in the morning. You are alone aside from the guards that are posted just outside of the two entrances. You do realize that they are not Haven City Guard or Haven Town Guard. They are still the Dragon Guard that are watching over. But it seems the majority of the Dragon Guard that were in here the other day have moved on. Other than those guys, you are alone.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, fix my hair, get ready for the day, and then I guess I have a lot of time, so probably just gonna spend some time in prayer.
Okay, so what about the other guys? Who's generally an early riser?
Maria would be.
Okay, so what is Maria up to this morning? You're in a single bedroom that doesn't look like it's been occupied in a while. It looks like it's generally got a guest bed, but the desk has been used a few times, but otherwise it's it's generally empty.
There isn't much that she would do outside of her regular routine. She always makes sure that the armor that she uses is clean, and especially now, make sure that everything inside the armor is working properly. So just regular maintenance for putting everything on and heading downstairs.
Okay. As you leave your room, somebody else is also walking downstairs just ahead of you, and that is Val. She doesn't seem to notice you though, so she's kind of just continuing.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Coming downstairs for some breakfast.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, come on down. We'll get you settled. Trevor and Danny generally, they're big sleepers, so it's just gonna be us this morning for a little bit. Hope your friends had a good night. You guys will come down the stairs into the main restaurant.
I will stop as soon as I hear them come down the stairs and look over.
Oh, you were welcome to use a room upstairs. You didn't have to stay down here.
Oh, I understand. Thank you. I stand up. Is there anything I can help with? I assume you're getting ready to open for the day?
No. Unfortunately, we probably won't be opening for a few days. But, we'll fix you guys some breakfast and then figure out exactly where you'll be going from here.
Do you need a hand with anything for breakfast?
Can you cook?
Enough.
Well, I'll never say no to an extra pair of hands as long as they're not blobbies. Come on over.
I follow her.
I hope you two had a decent night.
Yes, thank you.
Something
That's
like
good.
that.
Well, Leo would have had a better night if he didn't sleep in the frickin' the corner of the restaurant, but
I mean,
to
your
each their
boots
own.
are comfortable.
I would say if you were to put out a survey that the majority of people would say a bed is more comfortable than a booth. But hey, to each their own. As long as you were comfortable, that's all I care about. I see Danny presented you with a little gift, and she'll gesture over to the blanket that you folded up.
That's very kind of him.
He's probably trying to get something out of you, so just remember that. He's a little bit of a scamp, takes a lot after Trevor, but a good heart.
I'll nod.
All right, let's get to cooking, and she'll just start preparing like a regular eggs, bread, that kind of sort of breakfast.
Yeah.
And Folkvar.
Hello. I am reading.
You're reading.
Yes, I am reading a book that I have. Would you like me to tell you the title?
Yes.
It is Behemoth's Rest and Behemoth's Walk, a tour guide.
Okay.
That's all. I took it from Benwick.
You are a thief.
Okay.
That's it. That's why I'm late to going downstairs.
Cool.
I go downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. I was just gonna ask how your morning went. That's all good.
That's it. That's how my morning went.
Well, wait. How did you enjoy the book so far?
I'm not done.
Then we'll know how. Oh, you can't make a a judgment until you've read all of it. Okay, fair.
Correct. No, I mean, the only thing that you guys might notice is that Folkvar isn't, if you do notice him walk down the stairs, his limbs seem to be moving a little bit more fluidly. That is all. I just go and sit down for breakfast.
So you guys aren't really sitting at a table. Most of the tables have been cleared from the middle, so you're sitting at the counter, just chairs kind of pulled over. And yeah, so you guys are sitting for breakfast. So, Folkvar, how was your sleep?
It was pretty good. I had a nice dream. Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's very good.
How did you get some rest? What about the others? I hope it wasn't a sleepless night.
No. I'm sure it was fine. Trevor and Danny share a room, so I'm sure Danny had a decent time.
That's good. How about breakfast? How's breakfast coming along?
It's almost done. If you, you two, you can take a seat. I'll serve it up here in a minute. Thank you for your help.
Oh.
And she will begin plating literally just eggs, 1 or 2 sausage per plate, and bread.
Wonderful.
When she goes back into the kitchen, when I have a moment just with Folkvar and Maria,
Yeah.
I'm going to pull a mirror out of my bag. It's like a nice little silverback mirror. And I'm going to show it to them and say, how quickly could one of you customize this?
Customize?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean, an engraving? Do you want it to be something else? I could make it gold.
Well, you don't need to make it gold. If you could add anything, whether it's an engraving of, I don't know, an animal or initials or something.
What do you want it to say?
That kid. I don't know how Danny spells his name, but
Oh, it's for
maybe
the
just his
child.
initials? Yeah.
You're giving a child a mirror?
That's all I got that a child might want.
Oh,
Plus, it's worth a little bit of coin, so if you engrave something on the back that he would like, he can hold on to it for a while till he's older and then do whatever he wants with it.
that's true. Maria, any ideas?
I mean, we could just put an engraving on the back.
Why not? Sounds like a good idea.
I slide it over to you guys.
Don't slide it. It'll scratch it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, it's only scratching on one side. Fine.
No, that's the side we need to engrave.
Mhm.
Ugh. I immediately get to work polishing the surface while sucking down a sausage link.
It's a nice mirror. It's small, but it's probably worth a little bit of money.
Where did you get it from?
People who attacked us yesterday.
Wait, you want to give a child something from the people who attacked us so that they have a reason
He
to
doesn't
come back?
know.
And
They're not coming after me for this. Trust me.
But if he pulls it out in
They
public,
won't know because you're going to customize the back of it, which is the only recognizable part of a round mirror.
well, mirrors aren't that normal.
Trust me, I doubt they're even missing this one.
All right. Well, I keep getting it ready for Maria's engraving.
Okay.
want me to do it?
Yes, why not? You probably have
Well-
more artistic flair than me.
I mean, didn't you work on gemstones as you keep going on about?
Oh, yes, gemstones, fine metals, lots of jewelry, all of that kind of thing. But this was a group effort, and Leo asked both of us, so I thought we might work together again.
I guess.
If you'd prefer, I can do it myself. I don't mind.
Maria will look at Leo.
It won't bother me either way which one of you works on it. I don't have those skills, so both of you will do better than anything I could do.
I guess I could do it then.
Fantastic. When you've finished with the engraving, I will apply some solvents, and it will have a deeper color than the silver around it. It should stay quite nice.
All right.
Okay, just going by your background of, being a professional polisher, just roll me like a D20 DC5.
I'd love to. This sounds very doable, considering I have a proficiency bonus. Yeah, 13, 12.
Okay, yeah. This thing comes out super shiny. You did your due diligence and it looks brand new.
Wonderful. See, now that's the shine of silver. And then after you're done, Maria, I will apply a light lacquer to the outside so that it does not rub off or oxidize as quickly.
As you pass it over, you hear Val coming out the door from the kitchen. Okay, here's 2 plates, and she'll drop one in front of Leo, one in front of Maria. Folkvar, I'll be right back with yours. Just waiting on the second round of sausages to come through. So she takes your plate away.
Thank you very much. Also, may I please have a morning ale?
Yes, absolutely. Give me 2 minutes. Actually, Leo, it is starting to get a little late in the morning, and I know Trevor has some work to do. Would you mind waking him up for me?
That's a great idea.
Leo looks a little confused at that request, but he stands up and heads upstairs.
Thank you. So the majority of the rooms, aside from Maria's, the doors are still open. So you have 2 doors to pick from, one that's closed, one that is also closed.
So like a left and a right choice?
Yeah, pretty much. One's a little down the hall, but one is
Well,
right.
I'm going for the closer one first.
Okay.
Efficiency.
Do you open it?
Yeah, I knock.
Okay.
I'm polite.
From down the hall, you hear the door open, and you don't see anything, but you hear Trevor be like, yeah, I'm just getting dressed. Hold on, Val. And he shuts the door again.
Just getting
I will
dressed.
walk-
Nice.
I will walk farther down the hall and stand a few paces away from the door, just against the wall.
Okay. You see maybe a minute later, Trevor come out of the bedroom, just finished getting dressed in like his regular clothing.
Oh, you missed it.
Like day job clothing. And
Could have seen his sweet abs.
he quietly shuts the door behind him. And as he turns to you, he's like, oh, Leo.
I was sent to wake you up for work. Also breakfast.
Such a fucking worry. What? Yeah. All right. It's all good. Thank you. Go on, lead the way. And as you guys get back downstairs, the second round of breakfast is up, and there is an extra plate on the counter for Trevor.
Yes.
On our way down the hall, go downstairs. I will
Yeah.
say to him, I'm not sure what your work day is like, but if you have a chance to talk before we leave, I don't know when that is, where we're going, but that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I generally got time to eat, and then Blobby shows up at some point to pick me up. If he's been drinking the night before, it'll be several hours. If not, it could be any time now. So, don't fret. If we can't talk this morning, I'm sure we'll talk eventually, right?
Sure.
Was something important?
Not all that important.
I mean, you want to talk right now before we get downstairs, or what?
Leo is still walking downstairs. No, breakfast. It'll get cold.
All right. And he'll keep in step with you as you guys go back downstairs and take his spot with some nice warm meal. Val, back behind the counter, pouring an ale for Folkvar.
Of course.
So what's your
Eagerly-
plan?
Eagerly
for
awaiting.
today? She sets the ale right in front of you.
My legs are swinging off the chair like a child in anticipation.
Thankfully, whatever happened yesterday didn't really get much on the bar, so the bar is still good to go. Just trying to give you guys some time to figure out exactly where you're going next.
Well-
As much as we'd like to host you, we've got, and she'll gesture to the scorch mark center portion of the restaurant, the broken tables. Well, we got some work to do, so I don't think that's going to be very possible for now.
We have no intention of imposing proposing.
Not-
Not any more than we have already.
No, I agreed, and actually just wanted to ask, no one else has come in for breakfast, so are you guys going through a tough time?
No, it's because, well, the guards are still outside, as you see, and Val will point.
Absolutely.
And they've alerted us, I guess, that Loris has said that Val's Kitchen is to shut down for a little bit. So this was a mutual agreement because we've got some, well, as I said, renovations to do.
They're forcing you to close?
Well, they're keeping it closed. I heard part of it was because of town regulation for the investigation, I guess. The second part was because the delegation was worried for the safety of their people coming back to the docks. So they wanted to keep it closed just for now.
So we're closed. So sorry.
For today, tomorrow, it's fine. It's not a big deal. We've this kind of gives us the excuse we've kind of wanted for a while to redecorate. So it's not that big a deal.
Speaking of redecorating, Folkvar is going to pull out his coin pouch, and I'm just going to make sure how much before I do this. I'm going to give them a lot.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Yeah, I'm looking through my coin pouch while Marie talks.
No, listen, I understand that you want to help, and that's fine. And she'll look to Trevor. We're pretty well off, to say the least. We don't need your aid, so you can keep it for yourself and for your travels. And whenever you find a chance, once we're open again, come and spend your coin here. How about that?
And I just politely put 2 perfectly neat stacks of 10 gold coins each, and I slide it forward.
It's like he doesn't even listen.
I got 2 breakfasts this morning. That's not normal over in the Dwarven culture unless you're fast at the buffet.
That is not, first off, this meal would probably be 10, 15 silvers each, not 10 gold.
I know, I understand. Well, I mean, it tastes like 10 gold. Am I right? And I elbow Maria.
You're a flatterer.
I
But
He's definitely something.
honestly, and she'll drag the 2 towers that you just made on the counter. She's like, honest, we'll be fine. Just promise me you'll come back, and at that point, we'll be more than happy to take your money. How's that?
I'd say I still feel like I got 2 meals worth 10 gold each, and that's that. But I'll still come back.
No, you'll take our money.
I'll still come back
next time when you didn't take it this time.
Well, last night you were a guest of Trevor's that we'd never met before, so we were kind of willing to
I was
waive
trying to
whatever.
repay the kindness he had already done me.
So Trevor's already done his kindness, but I hadn't done mine. You were allowed to eat for free last night, and then some pretty shaky stuff happened. I'm not sure if you remember, but the place almost lit on fire, and it was a pretty hard night for a lot of us. So I'm not averse to,
Technically,
just
it was
let
on
them have
fire.
Folkvar,
Yes.
you and Maria fixed that sign, right? So you could presumably fix a table or 2?
Well, I'm sure it would be easy work, but at the moment, actually...
I'll pay the 2 of you to fix their furniture.
Actually, I wouldn't bother.
Yes.
As I said, redecorating will just actually get an excuse to just completely redo how we decorated and get new tables.
And I appreciate it, but that's why I was giving them money as well. When they said redecorating, that's more than just fixing. They have plans. I bet they're gonna go shopping. In fact, why don't you save your money and go shopping today with Trevor?
Well, Trevor's got work to do.
Oh, is it shopping?
No, Blobby's gonna come in and we gotta do some categorizing of fish on the docks. We've got some fishing ships that got docked in yesterday.
Ah, okay. Real work. Right then. Speaking of real work, I don't want to diverge the conversation, but I am very curious about the delegation from the Dragon Isles that is here.
So hold on one second.
Okay.
I am going to get you to either you or Leo to roll persuasion with advantage because I'll count it as help from the other.
Leo. But what
Yeah,
for?
to persuade them to let us help them.
Oh, okay, yeah, Leo. Totally Leo.
Yes, please. That advantage helped. That advantage puts it at a 21.
Wow.
Otherwise, it would have been a 10.
What is with you? And now, Folkvar first, and now we're just very persuasive. We're not supposed to be.
I have proficiency in persuasion.
You have proficiency?
Yeah, I'm a fucking angel.
But you have proficiency in persuasion? Damn.
Yes, I'm a wisdom charisma character.
No, I'm talking about Leo. I'm not metaing this.
Yeah.
That's cool. I never knew that.
Okay, Val, you see her eyes roll. She did not want to do this, but she definitely figures out that she's not going to get away with just saying no.
Not to people that just save their lives.
All right, how about this? And she'll take 1 stack of the 10 gold, and she's like, next time you're here, spend that other stack, and we're good.
All right. And then I reach forward and take 5 of the coins from the remaining stack and say 50% up front for a deal tomorrow.
Roll persuasion. Just you, no advantage.
Oh, okay. Please. Aw. 4. 3 plus 1.
Folkvar, I promise, we're fine. Take your damn gold.
I read the room. I'll take the gold.
She took 10, so 10 of the 20 gold is now in her hand. So you can continue what you're going on about the dragon.
Ah, thank you. I'm just spending the 10. I'm actually just very curious about the Dragon Guard and the Dragon Isles. They seem very professional, especially to be visiting, no offense, a town like this. It seems like, a town of, I'd say many roads, but it's really just 2 roads.
You're not wrong. But they're not really visiting Haven.
That's what I'm curious about.
They're just docking here, right?
Hey, yeah.
Haven's the largest port this side of Filoria. I mean, aside from Free Rock, but that's way too far north. They're parking here to go over to Brighton. I hear that the Royals have invited delegations from all over Filoria.
Ah, see, now we get to a bit more of the root of the problem. What are the Royals inviting them? Or is this just all the time? This happens all the time.
Not all of the time. I mean, we've had the Dragon Guard sit here a few times, right, Trevor? And Trevor will nod through his eating. Never really for delegation, like with defenses this large. It's, I don't know.
It sounds curious, doesn't it?
If you ask me, it's a little strange, but ever since that damn Crown Prince took over, everything's been kind of downhill. So who really knows?
Crown Prince? There's a prince? There's a prince of the Dragon Isles?
No, I meant the Crown Prince of Brighton.
Oh my god, there's a prince of Brighton?
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from way far away up north, at Free Rock.
Well, it's not been for very long, but the King of Brighton, and this is rumor, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard rumor that the King of Brighton has been bedridden for several months now.
I look immediately to Leo. Do you think they're calling around for medical aid? Or
I doubt that.
you haven't heard anything on your travels?
It doesn't concern us, Folkvar.
Ah, it doesn't concern you. Please continue.
I mean, he's old anyway. He's on his way out the door, I'm sure. It's just...
It seems natural.
Crown Prince is a little bit of a douche.
Oh. Now, is this like a title of prince where, is it a human and they are like 12 years old prince, or are they human and like 60 and just been waiting their whole life to actually take over?
Well, I mean, it's kind of in the middle of that. The Crown Prince is still really young, but he's not, 12.
Right.
But he was just the one that was crowned as the next king. So he's kind of been taken over while the king's been bedridden. He's not been exactly everybody's favorite, I'll tell you that.
Is he a warmonger?
Not really a warmonger. I mean, relations have been rather the same. It's just he's incompetent.
Oh, I don't like to hear about incompetence, especially from places of important stature.
Well, it's not like any of us really have to worry. I mean, the family's there, the 7, they're doing pretty well. The Leckies, the Celestines, they're all, taking over whatever noble causes need to happen for the people. So nothing's really gone too bad. It's just difficult to understand a leader who, puts partying over the good of Brighton. So things are a little rocky to say the least, but they're not the worst. It's just I don't understand why the Dragon Isles would choose now to show up. I guess that's a royal secret, but who knows? We don't get to be part of those decisions.
That might change. Maria, you did share your last name with us before, right?
I am glaring at Folkvar
Yes.
as he says that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to send the signals of shut up, Folkvar.
Unfortunately, you're on the wrong side of me. Yeah, you're on the wrong side of me. Because I'm turning to Maria now. And I was like, Maria, would you happen to be able to, I don't know, maybe be kind of like a royal delegate or something so that we can investigate?
Folkvar, that would be dangerous, and it is not polite of you to ask her.
But apparently she's from one of the royal families.
Not royalty. She's just nobility.
That's all you need.
You still shouldn't be leveraging other people's positions, Folkvar.
What? I'm just asking Maria.
Yes, to use her position.
What do you mean leveraging someone's position? I'm gonna ask a chef if they can cook. I would expect. Well, you just did it today. You tossed the artisan Maria and myself a physical task instead of doing it yourself. So fuck you, Leo.
I was gonna pay you for it.
Yeah, well, I'm not working on it anymore. If that's what you feel.
Why Why would Maria be able to get you in exactly?
Maria is of the nobility.
It's not important.
You said that the Leckies are a family? This is Maria Leckie.
Head in hand.
And now I
Same.
feel lucky to meet her.
Maria, Val, her attention is like on you, and you can see her gaze going up and down as her gears in her head are going.
I mean, I don't see it. I've got both hands on my head. I'm just like face down, just like on the table.
The other two see this. And as soon as it clicks in, you see her eyes kind of like go from interrogating, like they're slanted and like investigative, to just wide. And she takes a step back from the bar, says, excuse me one moment, Trevor, kitchen, just quickly. And Trevor threw another bite of sausage, like, mm-hmm. And they both go into the kitchen, and you can hear Val bitching at Trevor.
Oh no, I am slowly sucking up a sausage link. Like, I've done something wrong.
Yeah, you have.
Maria,
If you're uncomfortable, we can leave, Maria.
is this really that bad? Why are they angry at each other?
What are we hearing? Do we hear any of this?
You don't hear anything from Trevor. Anytime you hear a little bit of Trevor, Val just immediately jumps on it.
But what is Val saying?
And it's all about like, how could you, like, it's all like whispered yelling. Like she's trying to be quiet, but it's definitely still yelling. How could you not tell me who the hell this person was? How are we supposed to? I just served her fucking chicken eggs that were 2 days old. What the fuck? Oh my god, you just brought 3. Who are the other 2? Is one a freaking ambassador from the Seafolk Isles? Oh my fucking god. And the metal one. Are you telling me that he's not from Cloxton? Are you gonna look at my face and tell me that he can't use chronomancy? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me the metal man sitting at my counter is not? Oh my god, Trevor. No, shut up, Trevor.
Oh
right.
You can't talk
And
your way
through
out of
the
this
doors,
one.
through the doors, you can hear Val just be like, all right, act natural, nothing happened. All right. And she walks through the doors first, and she's like, all right. And she's noticeably standing straighter. As she walks back to behind the counter. Oh, and another thing that she said to Trevor was like, no wonder the metal man had so much gold.
Oh,
And
I
she
worked
walks
fucking
back-
hard for that money.
She walks back to the other side of the counter, and she definitely looks much more proper. Trevor comes through the doors. Unlike Val, does not care in the least who you are.
Yeah.
Go,
He-
Trevor.
He definitely did not like being chewed out by his older sister, but he definitely comes out, just slunk over, and he still takes a seat right next to you as if nothing happened, and goes back
Still
to
just head in hands.
yeah. And Val all smiles right at Maria. She's more of an attendant now than just a regular shop owner who'd been treating you as family. She's not saying a thing, and Trevor's eating. So she's literally just, in your direction. Whenever you look at her, she smiles.
Don't have to do any of this. I just
Do any of what, Miss Lecky?
That sounds annoying to say. Can't you just call her Maria?
No?
I mean, I call her Maria. I think she prefers it. I look to Maria.
Listen, Trevor leans over the counter, like, to look past you guys at Maria, and he'll be like, listen, Val's kind of the only person in town who would go to these lengths. I don't think you're gonna get much past her now that she knows. And from the other side of the bar, you quickly see Val, like, smack the counter right in front of Trevor, and then quickly pretend as if nothing happened, looking back at you.
I want to look straight at Val and say, why do you care so much?
Oh, I've never had royalty in my restaurant before.
not royalty though.
Oh, you're so humble. It's all right. I've got dessert if you want it. Stay as long as you like.
It's what 10 in the morning.
I'm gonna give Trevor a look of like, what the hell is wrong with your sister?
Trevor very much has this look on his face. It's just like, oh, you've started it. This is just how she is. And he'll look to you and just be like, I mean, this is not the first time we've had nobility in the restaurant. She's just like this. Another smack on the table, and he's like, okay. Jeez.
Val, if you don't mind, I'd like to challenge your assumptions, so to speak. This is Maria, and I will take off my apron. I am not from Cloxton.
Right. You are not from Cloxton, and she'll wink at you.
Do you see this? This is a real heart.
No, I got it, and she'll wink at you again.
Oh god.
Just
Oh my
stop,
God.
Bookvar, please. Just whatever. I don't care.
No, I care.
Lies.
I care about it. You took my gold. I worked very hard for that gold, as I'm sure that you do every day. I have been in the mines since I was born, and I have not remembered a single day that I have been outside that Night Valley, wonderful place that it is. So don't you dare go making assumptions like that. That is rude to your customers.
Like, is this really what this is going to be all about? Oh my god. I need to get some air. I'm just going to, Emery's going to leave.
And as Maria gets up, Folkvar, you see that Val's exterior is impenetrable.
Wow.
She has made up her mind about you, and it's not changing.
I put my apron on.
Trevor looks tired again already. This is as if it looks like this is not Trevor's first time having to deal with Val getting like this. And it seems like it's not difficult to put two and two together. And like he and Danny are generally the ones who get the lectures when nobility walk in here, like about how they dress, how they conduct themselves and all this stuff. So he's kind of over it. And Maria, as you leave, you get towards the so which door are you going for? The one that you guys came into or the one that leads straight to the docks?
Probably the one that leads to the docks.
Okay, so
'Cause
just
doesn't open out onto the road.
So actually, as you get close to the doors, there is an argument happening outside between one of the guards who is standing guard at the door and a large friendly man with a weird lisp. What are you talking about? I gotta go get Trevor. We gotta salt work soon.
Oh my God, he's
gotta
great.
work the docks. What do you mean I can't go in? I was like, I'm sorry, sir. You know, the place is shut down. We got our orders straight from the captain. We aren't to let anybody in unless the captain of the Haven Guard tells us so. And you're not any part of the family as far as we know. And it's like, what are you talking about? I can't get in.
Excuse me.
And the guard turns. I guess you open the door. Turns to look at you. He's like, oh, yes. What can I help you with?
She'll look past the guard to the person. Are you what did they call Mr. Blobby?
Yeah.
My name's Bob. You can call me Bob.
Bobby.
1 second.
And she'll like look back.
Trevor, I believe your friend is here. They're not letting him in, so you best go to him.
Oh shit. All right. You guys have a safe trip wherever you're headed. I guess I'm off to the docks, and he'll meet eyes with Leo. I guess we'll have to talk another time.
I'll find you before we leave the city.
All right. You know where I'll be. Just a little ways from you, right on the docks. And he puts down his fork and knife, gets up from the table, waves bye to Val. It's like, all right, Bobby, all right. We're going. Thank you. And he like moves his way past you. He's like, what? They wouldn't let me in the building. Is this gonna happen, everybody? What are you talking about? And they walk away. And now it is just, so Maria, you're still at the door. It's just Leo, Folkvar, and Val inside. What do you guys like?
Well, I'm not going to let this
Maria's
breakfast go to waste, so I just dig in.
Go to step out and she's like, oh my god, Cammy! And she'll run to the other door and go out that way.
So as you sprint to the other door, manage to just go right through the double doors. The guards on the outside are a little shocked, but considering you're coming from the inside, it's all good. You take a right straight to the alley where you left Cammy, and you get there, and Cammy's a little bit ways inside, and her back is to, and you just kind of break through the entrance to the alley. You say anything? Do you do anything?
Cammy, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Are you okay?
And
God.
Cammy's head kind of comes up and turns towards you. And as it turns towards you, you can see like a rat's tail hanging out from its lips.
Oh.
And she just goes and eats the rest of it. And all she does.
Well, I guess you didn't need me to bring you something to eat then. I'm glad you're okay, though. I'm sorry I forgot about you.
Cammy like untwirls herself and jaunts on over to you and cuddles up. And yeah, otherwise Cammy looks fine. She's found herself some food, and looking behind her probably more than once. Yeah, she's doing fine in the alley.
Well, I think we're going to be leaving soon, maybe, but I'll be right back, okay?
And she nods. And like, she doesn't really nod as if like she understands what you're saying, but she's definitely nodding because your presence. Like she's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah, you know. Maria, are you still hanging out with Cammy, or are you going back inside?
I will go back inside,
Okay.
provided I'm allowed.
Yeah, no, the guards will have no problem letting you back in. So, where is it you will be going today? On the rest of your journey? And that's Val from the other side of the counter, just kind of finding a way to change the subject, get an idea of what you guys are doing next.
Look at Folkvar.
I finish my mouthful of food and I say, well, I assume we're going to Brighton, but I'd really like to see why this delegation is here.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think you'll get much information out of anybody here. I mean, not even the guards. The guards barely talk to any of us. They'll only talk to law enforcement. I mean, if you really want an answer, I think Brighton would be the best place to go for it anyway.
What's the best way to get to Brighton? Is it riding lizards or ship?
It's not that far. You're gonna need to take a lizard.
Yeah, it's about 3 days travel from here. Just go straight east on the main road, and you'll hit Brighton in no time. I mean, if you want to take it double time, you can make it there in about a day and a half.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all, especially if you're not taking any a wagon or a cart or anything. Riding lizards can be pretty fast.
I do have a cart, but if we had 2 riding lizards and a horse to... No, I can pull my cart. What am I talking about?
If you were walking, it would probably take about a week to make it.
So if I double timed it, I could go at the same speed as regular riding lizards.
If they, weren't going as fast as they could, yeah.
Yeah, that actually sounds kind of fun. Well, Leo, I don't want to use Maria's position, as you would say, so I don't really have anything to do with the Dragon Isles delegation, except professional curiosity. And I could do something like, I don't know, repair their boat or gild it or something, but it sounds like they had a lot of people going in different... I don't understand it enough, so Brighton sounds like a good idea. And I don't know where to get a riding lizard of my own.
You hear tiny footsteps on the stairs. Val, I'm hungry.
Aw.
And little Danny comes down the last few steps, wiping the sleep from his eyes as he turns towards the bar. Oh, Danny, good timing. Come over. Take your brother's seat. I'll get you something to eat. And she walks back to the kitchen as Danny crawls up on the seat next to Leo, on the other side of Leo.
I'm going to look to him and say, thank you for the blanket last night, young man.
Oh, you... Trevor said that you were... what did he say? Right, he said that you needed protection. And that's my favorite blankie, so it's all yours.
Oh!
I think protecting people is one of the more noble things a person can do, so thank you. But I'll let you keep it when I leave.
What?
I have my own protection, and I pat my pocket where I keep my holy symbol.
Are you sure? My blankie is stronger than anything.
I bet it is. And that's why you should still use it to protect your family.
But Trevor is annoying.
But he's still your brother.
Yeah, I guess. All right. You woke up? Oh, yeah, she's fine this morning because of it, though. Why did you sleep down here?
This will be a deception check. But it was my own way of protecting all of you upstairs.
It is not difficult to lie to a 6-year-old, so DC 8. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I make that. That's a 15.
Well, there you go. Well, then, thanks and all that, whatever. He kind of just mumbles it. Protecting us from what?
Oh, you never know. I mean, what if the people who were after me came back?
You protected us from them?
Well, they didn't come back. So
Because you were
have
there.
to. I mean, they came here in the first place because I was here.
He had stars in his eyes, and the stars are kind of dimming at that statement. Oh.
I start looking around to where Folkvar and Maria are to see their status of work on the mirror that I gave them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was already done.
Yeah, Maria, what were you doing to the mirror?
I was engraving the back, I assume.
Yeah. All it takes is a
just-
small chisel and a little bit
Just
of
with what?
light hammering.
Yeah, I mean, you're a good artificer, so it's as long as it's not 6 paragraphs worth, I'll have it done by now. That's fine.
It's just... Do we have their last name? I don't know their last name.
Yeah, it's Tigil.
Tigil?
Mhm.
So, D.T.
Okay. Then yeah, that is done. You can do with it whatever you want.
Have they given it back to me? Have you guys given it back to me?
Folkvar would probably be varnishing
Oh,
it
yeah.
or whatever he's planning on
Folkvar
doing.
has it.
It's I'd say at this point it has dried, and I would not slide it over. I would place
No,
it
you'll hand it.
on a piece of
Yeah.
leather. A presenter's actually I should have some presenter's velvet.
Just hand it over, Folkvar. It's okay.
I am way too delicate with this. Here, okay, here you go.
Can't be all-
Still
you
blowing
can't
on.
be that- Leo feels bad because he's about to give this to a child and treating it like it's
Yeah, and
like the art object it actually.
flip it over just a little bit. Ooh, okay, don't touch the back. 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 Whew. Wipe some oil from my brow. How'd that get there? Oh, sausage links.
Now, Danny, I wanted to thank you for helping to protect me last night and for being very brave yesterday.
He puts his hands on his hips as he's sitting next to me. He's like, I don't need any thanks. I do it just like my brother.
Well, this is for you.
And
Give him the mirror with his initials.
he takes it from you, and as he looks it over, he does that childlike glee over. You could have given him a banana. And
I
he's
understand.
just ecstatic. And as soon as he sees the DT on the back, he looks up at you. He's like, really?
Yes, really. Now, that thing's worth a little bit of money, so you hold on to it for a little while. And if your sister ever tries to take it from you, you just tell her that the Lecky wanted you to have it. And it's only for you to have.
Folkvar just glares at you, Leo. He glares.
As you say this, Val comes swinging through the doors to the kitchen with a plate of just eggs and bread and toast for Danny. He's like, Danny, all right, this is for you. And Danny's like, Val, look at this. And he like presents it straight to Val, and she's like, oh wow, what is that? She's like, it was a present from Leo because I protected him all night. And he's like showing it with like utmost glee. He's like, look at the back. And it says DT in the initial. And she's like, oh, wow. Did you say thank you? She's like, oh, he'll turn to you all proper and be like, thank you very much.
I love
You're
it.
Very welcome. And I give him like a slight head bow.
He copies you with the head bow, and he does it as well.
Adorable.
But like a little too far.
Yeah.
And he spends the next little bit just playing around and looking with them at the mirror instead of eating. So you guys are there at the bar.
Adorable.
Sorry about him.
You apologizing for your little brother? He was great.
Oh, he's a good kid. Just, I know some people aren't fans of children, just in case he did anything.
Only good things.
That's good. He's a good kid.
He is.
Yeah. Takes after his brother for sure. A little bit after his father, but, we don't really bring them up too often. But he's a good kid. He really is.
And I nod.
So, did you three need help maybe? I have an acquaintance who works at the general shop just before you leave the city if you needed anything to actually take on the road. I can introduce you if you need.
Well, speaking of being paid, I look to Leo. I probably have enough fresh culinary rations for our group to make it on the road with riding lizards, and I'd be happy to supply them at cost of 1 gold piece a ration.
I think he's trying to sell us rations. You're trying to sell us rations?
I'm trying to make it so that I don't... Yes, I'm trying to sell you the rations at cost. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I do.
Right.
Yes, thank you, Folkvar. I'm not sure how Maria is for rations.
Oh, I'm sure her family is good for it.
I glare at Folkvar.
He glares back.
Yeah,
Yeah, Maria glares at you too.
Oh, Maria, I didn't know you were back.
I don't need my family to pay for me, Folkvar.
I'll be blunt right away, Maria. I was making a point to Leo about using your name, and then he used your name again, and so, I wasn't actually going to... I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to insinuate that.
For a good cause, Folkvar.
Well, why do you get to determine if something is good or not?
Why do any of us?
Well,
Gotta
I'm an
stand up
expert.
to the bar.
I'm an expert at what I do. I know what I do is good. I've been certified.
And I'm an expert at what I would think Maria is also an expert in her field. She certainly did a good job with the mirror.
Well, in any case, we still need provisions, so...
And
Maria, would you
Right.
like to perform an at-cost exchange?
I'm sorry?
he
I'm-
wants to know if you want to buy rations from him now.
At cost. For the road. While we're on the road. I already have the rations. That's all I'm trying to say.
Let me put it this way, Folkvar. No.
Okay.
How long have you had them?
Oh, I've had them in this. And I show her my barrel.
Okay, you've been storing perishable goods in a barrel?
Oh, Maria, take a closer look. See the runes that I've etched in along the metal banding and the edges, and then I put a few blue quartz on each as well. This is actually nothing deteriorates when it's inside this.
Keith is going to say, didn't you stop using that infusion when you hit level 4?
That you did.
Yes, but I still have that in there. So the food's only like 12 hours long or 12 hours old.
Is that
Well,
true?
I don't know about the efficacy of that statement.
What?
Because it's been almost a full day / a day and a half since we hit level 4.
That's true. We did just hit
Oh,
level 5.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's a
So-
day old.
And it's meat.
Some of it's meat.
And vegetables and fruit.
Yeah, but I'm more worried about the meat, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I also don't subscribe to the Mr. Pig style of cooking.
I don't think either of us do.
We
Hey.
don't. Someone was convinced of its efficacy though, if I recall correctly.
I mean, you did just eat 2-day-old eggs.
Eggs last a long time.
Cammy eats a lot, and I don't think I want to be feeding her questionable food for 3 days straight.
How about we deal with the rations after we deal with finding some riding lizards?
So
It's probably for the best.
going off of general when meat spoils, considering that when it's kept in a refrigerated environment, not a frozen environment, it can last up to 3 to 5 days. That I will give it to you that the majority of the meat that you kept in there needs to be eaten today, or it's going to spoil.
I assumed so. So it was going to go to the riding lizard.
No,
Well, not yours.
dare you consider feeding that to Cammy?
Okay.
Often lizards are a little bit of scavengers as well.
I'm sure it's just the
Don't
noble.
remind me.
It's the noble standards. I'm sure.
All right. Well, I mean, good luck on whatever travels you got. I gotta go and do a little bit of accounting, and then me and Danny are gonna be shopping for some new furniture the rest of the day. But I'll be upstairs. Be sure to, you can use the restaurant as a home base as long as you need until you guys leave. So just help yourselves. It was great
Okay.
meeting you, and I can't wait to see you again, Miss Lecky, Leo, and Folkfar. And she'll bow.
I'll nod.
Come on, Danny. Let's run upstairs. Get you cleaned up. And Danny will hop down, his half-eaten breakfast still on the counter. As he gets to like the bottom of the stairs, as Val's already gone up several stairs and she's still going up, he'll turn back to Leo, run over, give you a quick hug, and then run away.
Adorable.
Yes, I'm so picturing that. That's so cute.
I give him a little hug back. Kind of awkward, but also very cute. I appreciate it.
The only thing he's bringing with him upstairs is his mirror.
Adorable.
He's leaving you his blanket.
Otherwise, you guys are alone.
He's forgotten about it.
So what is the next step you guys are going to be taking?
If I may, Bofar's not going to say anything. He's just going to head towards the door and just say, "I'm going for the lizards." And
Folkvar,
yes,
please don't try and get things using my name.
I was never going to, Maria. I brought it up at breakfast as a question of your willingness to be involved, or if you were curious as well. That was all. And then I head out.
Why does things have to be so complicated?
Intelligence is a
Okay.
curse.
And before we get to the shopping portion of this episode, would you two like to do anything between you before moving on?
That depends on if I'll ask Maria. Do you think we should be heading out today, or are we planning on returning at all before we leave for Brighton?
We can. I mean, I don't see a reason why we couldn't.
Well, we're working on your schedule currently.
I don't really have a schedule. I was just supposed to go, figure out whatever Anthony Benwick needed, and then come back after it was done. I was given a few weeks, and I think we've used one, maybe?
All right. Well, I can help you guys with the shopping then.
Alright, this is why I usually don't mention my name to people, though.
Don't worry. I won't be bringing it up around anyone.
Thank you.
Okay.
I,
Is that
we
everything?
probably should go after Folkbar before he pisses off some of the guards.
I don't think you'd piss them off.
Not intentionally, but
Yeah, let's go get Pokemon.
Okay. So Folkvar,
Yo,
it takes you a minute. Actually, just roll me a let's see, perception d20.
what? 14 plus 1. 15.
Perfect. You find just outside of the docks. So you guys are on the southern part of the docks. Right across the street, you see the La Mordière. And closer to the gate is an area that has riding lizards.
Beautiful. I approach the
A stable
place.
of sorts.
I approach the place looking for the owner or the business, the salesperson.
As you get in, there's kind of a gruff. You would know. There's a dwarf.
Yes.
He is at this moment brushing a horse inside of the stable.
Wonderful. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to go deeper there. I don't know why. You said dwarf, and I just felt my organs pulse. All right. Hello. Fuck! I can't go. How do I get back into it?
It's the changing voice box of Folkvar.
I guess it is. Hello. How? Sorry, you just put me in front of a dwarf after a rough morning.
You're just.
He's flustered by meeting a dwarf.
It's, I immediately approach and just start brushing the horse as well. And I'm just like, oh my god, it's been a long time since I've been with you guys. I mean, we've been around for so long, and I've just, I come out of the mountain. Woo!
I'm sorry.
So good to see you again.
Did you just walk over to this man and start brushing the horse he was already brushing?
Yes.
Without saying anything?
This is me talking. Yeah.
So he has completely stopped brushing, and he is just staring at you. And the only thing to come out of his mouth after you're done speaking is, "What the fuck are you?"
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It feels good to be. I feel like I'm home. Oh man.
Oh, my stable.
Oh no, I want to conduct business, please. Wait a minute, what am I saying, please? I want to conduct business. You and me, gold.
I don't do business with robots. Get out.
What do you mean? I'm a robot. I'm not just. Oh, what do you mean, robot? I'd like to bonus action go into a rage.
Absolutely.
I don't want to get in his face, and I want him to smell the ale on my breath and the delicious breakfast. I'm like, I'm not a fucking robot. Wait, what do you call me? Robot?
Intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me intimidation.
Can I do this with strength?
No.
Damn it. Oh, baby! 18 plus 1, 19.
This man is he is shaking in his leather overalls. He is, you two are the same height relatively, and he looks very small in this moment.
Wow.
And he's like, all right, just tell me what you want and then leave.
I got the blood of dwarves in my organs. I got organs. And I moved to show him, this is the beating heart of a dwarf.
I said, all right, what do you want?
You're just scaring him more.
All right, I put him down, even though I haven't really picked him up. And say, I want to conduct some business. Are you down to talk gold?
What do you want?
I need...
For the third time.
I need 2 riding lizards, and I need... I want to pay less because I need to feed the rest of them. And I'm going to take my chest of preserving, and I move it ahead. This needs to be eaten today. So you can have the vegetables, I don't care, but the meat needs to be eaten, and I got more than enough for 2 of them today. So we'll cut a deal, all right?
He looks at you very blankly. I'm going to need you to roll a perception check.
Is he going to stab me? Because that's a 7, 6 plus 1.
Hey, you don't see anything. But he definitely still looking at you blankly. He's like, you want to buy riding lizards from me?
Yeah.
I mean, I got 2 on the other end of town. If you want to pay for them now and then collect them over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Let's see.
Wait a minute. Insight check. Why would he have some on the other side of town? Does that even...
Insight.
Were there some on the other side of town?
Insight.
Oh, shit. 9 plus 1, 10.
You do not. He's telling you that there's 2 on the other side of town. I mean, the stables seem to be at the edge of the town for people to log in and log out kind of deal, like for renting.
Okay, makes sense.
But yeah, so he's just kind of pointing you to the other end of town. He's like, all right, well, I only got 2 left. I'm not into renting, so 10 gold each.
What do you mean you're not? You're not into renting? This is a port town. You stupid?
Yeah.
That's a good business opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not into renting. 10 gold each.
Well, half the cost with the rations being eaten today.
I'm already taking a pay cut.
Well, you shouldn't
They're
have...
usually much more than that. You want a mount for only 10 gold? This is a steal.
You're right. It does feel like stealing. I'll be right back. I need to ask my associates something.
Oh God, no.
I take my stuff and I go look for Leo and Maria.
I think we've been listening to this from like way across the street and a couple businesses down type deal.
What?
We've been
They
loud.
did come to find you, so yeah, you guys would probably be getting pretty close to
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Well, great.
Hearing that, I would not have continued approaching, so we would have stopped to like a few
a little down the
businesses
road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably over in front of La Mangère, maybe like a few houses down kind of deal.
I would
Yeah,
hurriedly
exactly.
come over to you guys. Hey, excuse me, Maria, how much was it to rent or own Cammy?
What?
I'm trying to purchase riding lizards for Leo and I don't know how much they normally cost.
I don't know.
What? How did you get yours?
It was loaned to me because I was doing them a favor.
Oh, like Anthony Benwick's. Okay. Leo, do you know how much a riding lizard should cost?
I've never needed to purchase one. I would know how much horses cost, though, right, Pope? Probably living in a city.
Yeah, living in a city, you would know like the general renting cost to purchase. All you would know is that it would be more expensive. General renting costs for a week's trip is like for a week's trip to Haven, generally about $2 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
And purchasing is much more.
Yeah. So if we were renting the lizards, they'd cost us a few gold.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Well, the offer is 10 gold for a lizard, and he's got 2 on the other end of town.
You pay after you get the lizards, then that seems.
Oh, wait, no, he said it was the other way around. He said pay now, then go get them.
Yeah,
What
that
if they're
doesn't sound
dead?
right. What if they aren't his?
Yeah.
I mean, he did say it was his stable, so I assumed they were his.
Yeah.
Then he should be
I could
fine
say it's my
to do-
stable too, Folkvar. You have proof?
He was brushing a horse, that's all I have.
If he doesn't lead you over there and hand over the lizards as part of the transaction, I wouldn't trust him.
All right, good point, both of you. And I turn around and
How
I
about
go
we
back.
just go over to the other side of town and look for them?
Oh,
I'll look for someone else.
both of those sound like good
Well,
ideas.
I do have an idea. I don't know if I like it that much, but I do have an idea. Didn't they say that the people from the Dragon Isles were headed to Brighton?
You're gonna ask them for a ride?
We could ask.
They have
I
a
don't
trustworthy
think they're gonna-
guard.
I don't think they're gonna give us a ride.
The road is always
Oh.
safer with more.
If we don't find a way to get there ourselves, then we might not have a choice. Let's go look for those rising lizards first, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leo, you would also know that the offer of 2 riding lizards for 10 gold each is a steal.
Yes. I wouldn't trust it.
Cool. All right. So what are you guys doing?
I think we're headed to the other side of town while looking for anywhere else that we might purchase mounts or travel.
Okay. You guys head straight north, back to the entrance that you came in with, Mr. Shiggs there, Folkvar, and
Yeah.
you guys are back there.
We're
The
still
caravan spot is empty, and roll me perception, all of you.
Okay. 3.
Took about 45 minutes or an hour to walk all the way over there, by the way.
18.
Ooh, nice.
8.
Oh,
Okay,
2
so
plus 1, 3.
Leo, you see that the kind of stable portion at the other end of the gate does have places for riding lizards and horses, but there's nothing here.
Mm.
And you do realize that at the top is the kind of name for it, and it's just Mount
Yeah.
Station.
Yeah.
It is not a stable shop. It is just where you can store your mount.
Yeah, that dwarf was just trying to rip you off, Folkvar.
Disgusting.
So
Questionable
looks
business
like we're-
practices.
Looks like we're trying to find other means of getting to Brighton.
I did like the idea of the Dragon Guard caravan.
We could
The
walk
reason-
as well, I guess.
It is dangerous on the road.
Well, we have Cammy.
Cammy should be enough to keep the basic critters at bay. I'm fine with walking. I mean, I don't mind running, actually. I could double time it.
That's fine. Yeah, I suppose we could walk. It'll just be less safe. Not from the wildlife. I'm more concerned about whoever else might be on the road.
You're
I
worried
don't
about
have a
Monroe's
lot of
people,
friends
aren't you?
in Brighton anymore. So,
Oh.
Well-
the closer we get,
You have one.
who?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm not technically in Brighton right now, but... Oh, sorry, I forgot. You don't like using the F word.
I roll my eyes. You should consider making better friendship choices if you're considering me, Maria. I almost got you killed again.
I mean,
Once, twice.
you've saved my life multiple times, though. Surely...
But I'm
must
also the
cancel
reason you
out.
had to be saved the last time.
As you guys are talking, you kind of come to this conclusion that you will be walking. Is that correct?
I think that's the plan, yeah.
As you guys kind of make your way over to the road that leads east, and you make your way, going over there, you guys are having this talk. So I'll just keep that in mind. Continue.
We probably should stop by the store so we can get some provisions, right?
Yes, I was
Sure.
going to say the same thing.
Okay. So you guys are keeping an eye out for a general store?
The one
Yes.
that Val said.
Okay. There's only really one general store down the strip, and it is a store called Ridge General Merchant.
How original.
I hate it.
Absolutely.
Terrible.
And it actually looks like a decent style place. Unlike La Mangère or the Stinky Pig, it's more keeping in style of Haven. So it's kind of a store that it may not pop out when you look at it compared to everything else, unlike La Mangère, but it's really keeping in style with everything else.
Like,
so,
it preserves the culture.
Yeah, it's well kept. Everything's wood. It's very Val's Kitchen. It fits the aesthetic of Haven.
Oh, that means
good.
it fits the aesthetic of when it must have been rebuilt with the help of White Bark. This is probably one of the places that got destroyed.
It's possible.
Well, I mean, with the stories of the powers that could be around like White Bark, I mean, maybe he caused like a crop of trees to grow and to help rebuild or something like that. Anyways, you guys, please go in first. No need for me to make a scene, but
No, you
I
should
do
come
need-
in as well.
well, I think
You're
I'm
allowed to
starting.
shop, Folkvar.
I know, but I think I'm
Just
starting.
don't yell at them.
I think I'm starting to smell something coming from the barrel on my back.
All right, you deal with that then.
I need to start cooking this, so maybe I'll just deliver it to Val's kitchen and you guys can do the shopping?
Sure, that's fine.
And DM, that's all I want to do. I want to see if Val can use it. I'll just give it to her for free.
Yeah, sounds good. Are you giving her everything that's in the barrel?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll say, yeah, you know what? I'll go through it and I'll see what I can use and what I can stash. This is great help, thank you.
And I'll leave the barrel with her and then I'll go back to the store.
Well, Maria and I are alone before Folkvar gets back. I will say to Maria, are we concerned about Folkvar finding his strange-looking friend before we leave Haven? He never came back with him from the Benwick estate, and I haven't really asked him about it, but if he wasn't there...
I mean, he
Might
hasn't
still be
brought it up, so...
Or is he dead? I don't know. I don't know what their relationship was like, so maybe... Do we bring it up, or
Maybe.
do we just ignore it?
I don't know. I feel that maybe it might be best to ask. I feel that Folkvar is the kind of person to completely forget about something like that, so...
Then we will ask him when he gets back. Let's grab all the food and gear we might need for the road.
Okay, so you guys go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's too excited about this general store now, I'm afraid. Is this another pig
That's
establishment?
I'm excited.
No,
I'd like to cast guidance before I go through the door.
Part of Pig Enterprises?
Well, I think we're going in before Folkvar comes back.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah, I think
I was just
so.
participating in the joke. That was all.
Yeah, I like it. It's great.
as you guys open the door, the ding ding ding, like the little bell that very indicative of a merchant store rings overhead as you guys watch, and it looks very well kept. And there's this young woman behind the counter, and she looks up and says, "Welcome to
Bluegrass
Ridge
Red
General
Red.
Merchants."
She's a human?
Hi.
Hi, what can I help you with?
We're looking for...
Oh, she's
A
A
cute.
week's
week.
worth of
A
provision
week's worth of provisions? Okay.
for the road.
You need some rations. Okay. For how long?
A week.
A week. Okay. And for what road?
The road to Brighton.
Okay. And how long?
I'm just looking at this girl, a little dumbfounded and concerned.
Right. You said a week. Sorry, my brain's just a bunch of Swiss cheese up there. Okay.
Are you feeling alright, miss?
Yeah, it's been a long day, and it's 10:30 in the morning.
I'm like looking at her eyes for like any signs that she's, going through brain trauma or something. Like I'm instantly in like doctor mode of like, I don't have a light to her eyes or anything, but I'm looking for other symptoms to tell me why this person is acting like this.
Yeah, you know what? Roll me medicine.
Medicine is a +7, so that's a dirty 20.
You look at her, and her eyes are red. She has bags under her eyes.
Oh my god.
You have not seen somebody this hungover in a long.
Oh, okay. Does anyone else work here?
I tried to get one of them to come in today, but it's just me. I can help you with whatever you need. So what would you like? Rations, right? Rations. I'll be right back.
As she leaves, I'm going to lean towards Maria and just say, she's very hungover. We might need to repeat things a few times and double check that we get what we need.
She comes back from the back with and she just dumps an armful of rations on the counter. And she's like, this is exactly what you asked for. 1 week's worth of rations. That'll be...
We need enough for 3 people. 1
Four.
week for 3 people.
Enough for
Four?
4 people?
Well, 3 people and a riding lizard.
Enough for 4 people coming right up, and she'll stumble into the back room, grab another armful and bring it back out. And just at a glance, you know that this is too much. She's brought out maybe enough for 5 people.
That's fine.
All right, there you go. Rations for 1 week for 4 people.
How much do we owe you?
Oh my god, cost. Okay, they're 5 silver pieces each. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Just that
14.
80 silver 160 silver pieces.
You said there were 5 silver each, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Shouldn't
and
it
how
be
many?
140 silver?
No, maybe.
You know what? And I take out 15 gold pieces and I put them on the counter.
Oh, I can't take this. This is a lot.
No,
I can get you
that's-
more. We have 15 gold worth of rations in the back. I can get more.
No. This is basically what you've given us. It's okay.
15 gold piece. I mean, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying you're kind of overpaying. I mean, I get it. I'm so tired. Please just take the rations. And she just kind of like slumps over on the counter as her facade has melted away.
I push the gold farther towards her and motion for Maria to help me start picking up the rations.
One hand like elbow on the table supporting her head as her other hand takes the gold and brings it over across the counter. You can just grab something else you want from the store on your way out. It's all yours.
I'd like to step forward, place my hand on top of hers, and I'd like to try and use 5 points of lay on hands to cure her quote-unquote alcohol poisoning.
Yes!
Okay. As soon as it hits, you can see kind of her face just clear up very quickly. The tiredness doesn't go away, but her head is definitely no longer thumping. She's not as attempting to squint because the light is too bright or anything like that.
Sounds aren't too loud.
Yeah. She takes a big sigh and she goes, ah. Thank you so much.
Don't worry about it.
Go ahead, you can both take something else from the store on your way out. I think I'm gonna close up after you're done anyway. I need a nap.
Smart. Self-care.
I do
And
look
she-
around for if there's a bag for this stuff.
There are a few backpacks up against the wall.
Cool.
I'll grab one extra backpack.
Otherwise, she looks like she's about to pass out on the counter. She's just waiting for you guys to leave. So
I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
let's go.
Okay.
I'll follow.
on your way out, just outside the door is Folkvar.
Yep.
And you guys hit each other. You guys are just outside the door. And this merchant girl who just helped you out is locking the door behind you.
Nice. Looks like it went smoothly. Here, load me up. I can carry it.
Are you sure? There's quite a bit here.
Do I look unsure? His arms are outstretched and literally just waiting.
I give him the backpack that I filled with a bunch of rations.
Yeah, same.
Right? I double sling it, as in one in the front, one in the back.
A little amusing.
Let's just head back to Val's, and I can grab my cart, and I'm sure by now she'll have taken the food that she can use.
I need to head back that way anyways before we leave. Are we... Now, Folkvar, your friend that you went to the estate to look for, you didn't find him there, right?
No. In fact, I
Do you-
found out he came here. Not
So-
here, but Haven here.
Did you need to look around Haven for him before we head for Brighton tomorrow?
You know, I've been looking around for 2 days now, basically. And apparently
Do you
nobody
think
here has
he-
seen him either.
Do you think he might be, back with,
Oh no, he probably is.
I don't understand.
guy you fixed a sign for?
Oh, Mr. Pigs?
Pretty unbearable. Yeah, that guy. Do you think your friend might be there, Folkvar?
Well, I think we could ask the man that was sitting outside the door. He would be, and then we don't have to interact with Mr. Pigs.
Sounds great. You should do that, Folkvar.
Yeah, you should definitely do that by yourself, and we'll stay very far away.
I'm not comfortable around Mr. Pigs alone anymore.
So, considering that you guys were on that end of town not too long ago, Mr. Leo, you rolled high enough perception to know that there was nobody on the porch of the Stinky Pig.
Yeah, no one. I didn't see anyone outside. I think we'll have to go.
Okay.
Maria, if you don't want to go in, I'll go with Folkvar.
Actually,
No.
hold on. I'm normally a confident guy, but you should know that once I had admitted to stealing that photograph of Mr. Stinks, when he approached me afterwards, he had a completely different voice. So I think we should be a bit more careful around him.
Different voice. How?
What did
Like
he say
he
to
was
you,
just
Folkvar?
being more serious?
It felt like a very open-ended semi-threat. How do I explain it? It's like he wasn't threatening me, but he was kind of like saying, oh, this could open a bag of beans. You know what I mean?
Do you think he kidnapped your friend?
Oh, no, I actually think that's highly unlikely because Shiggs left the Benwick estate on his own. So I think Shiggs might be doing whatever he wants on his own right now. And
But Benwick is a shady character himself, so he could have lied to you.
actually, Benwick seems still very honorable and on the up and up. But
Only
after,
in some ways.
well, I never asked him directly about what was up with the basement, and I feel like eventually I would have found out.
Yeah, what basement?
What basement?
What basement?
What basement?
Yeah, exactly. What basement are you talking about?
Well,
Folkvar?
I think Stinky Pigs might have a basement.
I cross my arms and just look at Folkvar like that parent who's waiting to hear the thing
truth.
that they all might already know.
Let's be careful around Mr. Stinky Pigs and his basement, and we'll.
Folkvar,
What?
what are you not telling us?
Are you working for Mr. Benwick without telling us, Folkvar?
What? You already know
Do we
I'm
need
working
to
with.
abandon you
You already.
here in Haven?
You already know I'm working with Mr. Benwick, but unfortunately, it's not right now. It's whenever I go back, then I get to be his research assistant.
Are you reporting on us to him?
No.
Then
I
why
believe
won't you
that.
tell us what's in his basement?
I don't know. It feels personal to him, probably.
Well, what's in?
Well, it wasn't Shiggs, and okay, it was.
Start?
It was. Well, there were a lot. There were a lot of Benwick bodies.
Like he killed his family?
No, they're all. I mean, they kind of match his frame and head shape, and I don't know it exactly. They were all him, and they were progressively newer.
I looked to Maria with concern.
She's just like eyes wide, just like, oh my god,
But-
what the heck is he doing?
But I mean, it seems like it's a solo thing. And he definitely seems like an honorable dude so far. I mean, he even gave all the rewards that were promised for the task after I gave him the remnants of the ash.
I heard of skeletons in your closet, but this is unmatched.
Ha!
Maybe we should just get out of Haven.
Well, if you two can promise me that you'll look for Shiggs as we go, I literally think that's the best we have.
You don't think that we're missing him by not returning to the Stinky Pig?
You know what? Now, I'll just go. Obviously,
Great.
none of you want to, so...
Maria, you don't have to do that. I'll go.
Well, someone has to. And apparently, someone is too scared to go by themselves.
Well, I just think it would be rude after the last time we talked.
Fine, we'll all go. Let's go ask him about... What's your friend's name?
Shiggs.
Shiggs. Let's go. Come on.
After you.
I'm already walking in that direction.
All right, I'm walking.
Yeah, Mario's also going that way.
Okay. So it's about another half hour,
no.
40-minute walk to make it all the way, and you make it to the Stinky Pig, with the only redeeming feature of its outdoors being the new sign.
Beautiful sign. It doesn't fit in at all.
Stand up a
One
little
thing
straighter.
that does stand out, though, is as you look at it, the door that was on the front that Folkvar kicked off is still off, even though
Even though it was repaired?
Put back on, yeah.
Yeah, it was repaired.
I don't know, maybe he finally...
Maybe someone else got angry.
No, he probably finally fired Jesse again.
Ah.
Or Jesse threw him through the doors, who knows.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yep, I walk in.
Okay. The place you walk in, it's reminiscent of how the Stinky Pig runs everything. The guy is bedding in the corner near you. There's nobody at the bar, but they're the only patrons here, and it's just Jesse behind the counter. And he looks up at you, and all you see is disgust on his face.
Great to see you too.
You got away. Why would you come back?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we just like the atmosphere here.
And his face just distorts like he's about to puke. And he's like, what do you want?
Our friend is looking for his friend. You know, you describe him, Folkvar. Come on, it's okay. You can come inside, Folkvar.
Light as a feather, skin dark as night, and glistens in the sun. Yellow eyes. Oh, Pigsy called him the bedroom crow.
Okay.
Just wondering if you've seen him in Haven.
He puts down the glass that he was cleaning from behind the bar and walks closer, so it's easier to talk. You're gonna have to be a little bit more, actual descriptors instead of whatever the hell that was.
Tall raisin-looking man.
Oh, him, the one that he pushed over on his first day here.
Yes.
Yeah, light as a feather.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him or Pigs since you guys left.
Oh,
Insight check, because this is my friend.
Yeah, roll insight.
9 + 1, 10.
He's telling you the truth.
Well, all right. Thank you for your time. I turn around to
Yeah,
leave.
all the better for us, I guess.
I guess so.
You should take this chance to being able to leave again as a boon. Please don't come back.
I think we'll go where we please.
Just sighs to himself. It's like, you know what? I should. And he just starts muttering to himself as he goes back to the bar. He's like, I should stop trying to help people.
He honestly thinks he's helping people.
Oh, I hate this guy so much. It's so fun to just annoy him.
Oh my god. Quick question. What happened to the door?
You should know you burst it off its hinges.
But then it
He
was
fixed it.
then it was fixed.
Oh, you mean that? No, nobody fixed it. Pig just used magic to illusion that it was still there.
Oh
It's
my
nobody's-
god. Oh my god. Okay, I immediately get to work fixing it.
Don't.
I'm not making
Don't.
it better. Don't worry. You won't get more attention.
That's not what.
Oh,
all
what
right.
are you worried about?
I'm worried that he's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, I owe those people one. But you know what? I've done enough for you, and he'll go back to his bar.
Wait for Folkvar to finish.
Yeah, just roll me a, I don't know, d20.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, you fix it. It's fine.
Great.
It is in fact less squeaky than it was before.
Wow. Now it's going to be less annoying trying to enter. Good. Wait, that means
you
Mr. Pigs can sneak up on you from the inside. Anyways, let's go.
Okay, so where do you guys go? Are you guys starting on your way towards
No.
Brighton, or what's going on?
Leo won't leave yet. Leo is going to suggest that they leave in the morning. I assume it's already afternoon by now?
No, it's about noon right now.
Spend a night at Val's.
Or we can pay for a room elsewhere. Not here, obviously, gesturing back to the stinky pig as we're walking away.
Well, Val's has free
Uh,
parking for my cart. So
We could go to La Vangée.
I'll follow you.
we need to return to Val's at some point anyways.
I'm going to be
I still owe
spending the
them.
night at Val's, but I'll follow you guys wherever you need to go until we separate.
Fine, we'll go back to Val's.
No. Let
Hopefully
Manger.
they need help bringing in furniture or something.
We could go to Le Manger. I'm not trying to stop you.
No, I'm headed towards the dock.
I looked at Maria, just kind of shrugged.
Yeah, she shrugs as well.
All right. Well, we still don't have the riding lizards, so if we were planning on walking or the caravan, I would prefer the caravan.
What?
Well, you or Leo, I'm sorry, I can't remember which, had an idea to hitch a ride on Dragon Island's caravan to Brighton.
I mean, we could ask, I guess, but I don't know if they'd actually let us go.
We are reputable, maybe.
Yes, but they're, an actual, royal delegation.
Wouldn't that be one of the best things to follow on the road for safety and speed?
Wait, did you just say we were reputable?
Yes.
I mean, maybe Maria is. Can't speak for us.
I am one of the best smiths, jewelry makers, and miners
But
in Free Rock.
nobody knows you here, Folkvar. Your
Well,
reputation does not precede you.
I mean, there was a kerfuffle last night. All the guards from the Dragon Guard there know that we were the assaulted and that we can hold our own.
I think that makes us less likely to be able to hitch a ride.
All right, then we could still use the extra riding lizard for you.
We could still use an extra riding lizard if we could find one, but I didn't see another stable selling them.
The dwarf that I got angry at never saw either of you, so I'm sure he would conduct normal business with people that are you guys.
I looked to Maria.
I guess? But did he have lizards?
Plenty.
All right, Folkvar, you head to Val's first so that you're nowhere near, and we will go and speak to this dwarf.
That's fine. I'll take my time walking to Val's on this one road in case I see signs of shakes.
You should be looking for your friend. Unless you're not close, I don't really know. You two seem to have an odd dynamic. Not that it's our business.
In a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're whistling.
Yeah.
Didn't pick it up a lot. but-
Okay. So you guys are splitting up?
I think so.
I guess so.
Okay,
Again.
so Maria and Leo and Folkvar, you're going to Val's kitchen?
Well,
I'm going to
Sorry,
Val's.
Folkvar is going to Val's kitchen. The other two are going to the docks, correct?
We're going to wherever the stable was first on our way to going to Val's kitchen.
The stable that Folkvar was at?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that Folkvar was yelling, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That
okay. Okay, let's start with Folkvar. You're just going to Val's kitchen, correct?
Yeah, just walking so that I can see if there's shigs in the crowd.
Roll your perception.
Uh-huh. That's a 4 + 1, 5.
You swear you see Folkvar, and you run over to it.
you see so far?
It's a mirror.
It's just a charred log that was propped up against a building.
Gah, damn.
Otherwise, you see no sign of him as you make your way to Val's kitchen.
A charred log. Oh, does that mean it's a piece of the log from the from the construction probably happening at Val's?
It's not.
Oh well.
It's just on the road on your way to Val's.
Okay, I just keep going. I just go to Val's.
Okay, you make it to Val's. The guards outside stop you from entering.
Hello.
You were told not to let anybody in. You remember you, and you will recognize that the guard has switched with the Haven guard at this point.
Ah, nice. Okay. Hey.
We were told, Val told us not to let anybody in. You must be the little one coming back for this, and behind him will be your barrel.
Ah, yes. I am Folkvar, and I am small. Yes, that is my barrel.
All right. Well, it's all yours. Have a good day.
So is the barrel inside or is it outside?
No, it's literally right behind him. So he just literally turns around and gives it to you.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. And I'll go
You
over.
are still outside, though.
That's okay. I'll just go over to where my cart is parked. Make sure my stuff is all still there and good.
Yeah,
There's
it's all good.
There's nothing new, like another sporeback toad. While I'm waiting for Leo and Maria, I'm going to take my tools and stuff out of my barrel, and I'm gonna basically put on leather gloves and some solvents, and I'm gonna make a kind of frothy mixture. Basically gonna start scrubbing the shit out of the inside of this chest, because I'm not having that smell on the road. So
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm doing at
That's
my cart.
smart. That's,
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
while you do this, I'll get you to roll a d20 after I deal with the other two to see how well it comes out.
May I use guidance? This is exactly what it's for, when I have a long opportunity to do a craft. It's up to you.
Yes, you may,
Thank you. I will wait. now.
but we'll do it after. Leo and Maria, you guys are walking straight for where you saw Folkvar arguing with a dwarf.
Mhm.
Yep.
Roll me perception.
13.
Nat
And
2025.
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow, I think Maria sees something.
Ding,
Maria,
ding,
you
ding.
see that not only is this a mount station, but it is right next to a stable, which does sell not only feed for horses and riding lizards, but saddles and other things, or as well mounts. But they are two completely separate buildings, even though they look like one.
Well, shit.
And the dwarf that you saw earlier, who was brushing his horse and talking with Folkvar, is long gone.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
makes sense.
yeah.
And putting two and two together, he was a customer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's go into the stable area where they'll sell us.
Oh, that could have been a lot
something.
worse. Oh my god.
It's a good
Got a
thing
lot
that
of
you
funny
asked
gold,
us
though.
about it.
Yeah, things could have gone horrible. Whew.
You guys go in, and there is a little halfling man who is manning the counter. You can hear some work being done in the back, but it's more just like feed being moved around and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh, welcome. What can I do for you?"
Today, sir, we're looking for riding lizard or
Yes. I can help you right now. All right, come on down with me. I will take a walk through the stables. And he hops down from his little step stool and he walks around the counter, and you can see that he's much older than the other people you've seen here. He's very much like, I don't want to put it in as a comparison, but he's about as old as you think Mr. Pig is, but he's definitely showing it, unlike Mr. Pig, who is full of energy and charisma. This guy's like, yes, and he's got that 60-degree bend in his back as he walks with a cane.
Oh, poor guy.
Yes, follow me. We'll take you back through the stables, and we'll see what kind of mount makes your fancy.
I love him.
Thank you.
He tells you to come along. So you guys walk through kind of a double door area into a large stable that's kind of separated into two halves. So on the right side, you can see a bunch of horses being taken care of, and on the left are a bunch of riding lizards of different shades, colors, tons of them.
Oh, different
So
colors?
there's about 12 stalls on each side. Not every one is full, but yeah. So, what were you looking for today? I believe you said you wanted a riding lizard.
Or two, yes.
Oh yes, you want 2 riding lizards. Oh, you know exactly what you want. Let's follow me over this way.
I love this.
And he'll just waddle his way over to the left side of the building, and one of you guys roll me a d12.
Do you want to?
It's your riding blizzard. You do it.
Oh yeah, I guess you already have one, so 8.
Oh no.
8. So there are 8 riding lizards in the stalls.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So you
that's a lot.
there are 8 that you can choose from, and he's going up. He's like, well, you've got quite the choice to go today. What are you looking for specifically? We've got fast ones. We've got the funny ones. We've got the ones who, you want the ones with the good personalities. We got those ones too. They're hard to come by. Or maybe there's a perfect color for the man who wants, huh?
Now, as I'm gonna let him just continue talking, but I am looking at each of these lizards as we pass, and I know I'm not a vet, but I'm just sort of trying to tell which ones look the healthiest.
Yeah, you know what? So we'll do 2 rolls. So roll me medicine first.
Okay.
Which one has the strong?
Medicine ends up being medicine's +7, so that is 22.
Nice. And roll me animal handling.
Oh, I get +4 to that. I guess I am wise. Oh, that's only a 6 though.
Oof. Okay, so it
I'm not
looks
used to the
like
animals.
from a general medicinal, whether or not they're healthy look, they look to be as healthy as you've seen riding lizards be.
All
There's
of
really
them?
no difference. Every single one of them looks as though they've been well taken care of.
Like Cammy.
You can't really see too much difference in them because you haven't really had a lot of
Yeah.
exposure to riding lizards before.
Yeah. No.
So
I
it's
totally
kind of like
understand that.
you can tell that they're healthy and well taken care of, but you don't
good,
really
though.
know if one's got like gout or something, So you've got a general, they're all well taken care of,
At
they're
least,
healthy.
yeah, at least none of them are looking like malnourished or like
Yeah,
they got
definitely.
saddle sores.
Definitely. The majority of them look to be some shade of green. There is one at the back that is like a very soft blue, but otherwise it's just a bunch of shades of light green, aqua, generally a little bit of green in there.
I love it.
Is there any that kind of take your attention?
Not
Is there a
particularly.
mount?
Cammy,
Oh, right.
obviously.
What he said is there. He asked you if there was any type of mount that you would prefer. A fast one that's more personable, that kind of thing.
I suppose decent endurance is what we're looking for in our lizards.
Oh, well, aren't you just a young little snapper? Well, I got the perfect one for you. And he'll take 3 steps into the stall, and on the left, he'll turn and be like, he's a good boy. This is Smug. I've called him Smug. He's been here for a while. I raised him myself, but I wouldn't mind him going on the road with someone as good looking as you. He is quite the little lizard. He's got a little bit of a mean streak, but tell you, there's no one better to have your back. And
Nice.
as you look, whereas Cammy's like kind of a grass green color, Smug is a deep green, like very dark green color.
Cool.
Okay.
And the scales are the regular grass green and reds. So he's and his feathers that are on the sides of his cheeks, instead of the reds and yellows like Cammy, they're purples and
Nice.
Nice. I will nod at him and say that looks like a good choice. If I was also buying a second one, it would need to... I'd be looking for strength in the other one I'd be purchasing.
Oh, you want the strong one? Is that one? Oh. All right. Come on with me. We'll go down to the last stall. I'll introduce you to my favorite. Well, except for Smug. And
I bet every single one is his favorite. It's great.
and he'll turn and he'll walk you down to the last stall. And you'll see that even though there are 8 out of 12 of these stalls full, this last lizard is separated by all of the empty stalls to the
Weird.
other ones.
Weird for a social creature.
Now
Does he not get along with the others?
Well, I mean, he can be a little bit abrasive, but he gets along as long as you make good friends, It's a little bit difficult at the beginning, but
If he won't get along with other riding lizards, he'll be accompanying to
it's not that he won't. He won't. It's just that it takes a bit for him to warm up, so he might want to keep his distance. He's not aggressive or anything, but he does what he does. This, my friend, this is Janko.
I want to insight check that last bit of what he said to make sure that he isn't lying to me. So that's a 24.
Whoa. He is not lying. And
Okay.
going by your very small amount of riding lizard knowledge, you do know that while they are social creatures, sometimes there are ones that just need more time to warm up.
Fair, yeah.
So this one's just a little bit of an outsider, but this one is fucking tree trunks of legs.
All right.
Now, while little old Smug over there will cost you a pretty penny, this one, Janko, is going to be a little expensive. He's what you call a war riding lizard.
So what are we talking for prices?
Well, are you renting or what are you thinking of owning?
Tell me the price for each option.
Well, if you were going to rent, let's say we'll go off of a week. Say you were just renting for a week, 7 days with Mr. Janko here.
It would have to be 2 weeks.
2 weeks, 2 weeks of travel. All right, with Mr. Janko here, that's going to be about 10 gold for Mr. Janko, and for my best friend over there, Smug. And you hear from Smug's little stall a head peek out, and he goes, for Smug, that'll be a nice little 6 gold.
And if we were buying?
If you were buying. Let's see, Janko. I'll do Janko's in a minute. But if you were going to buy Mr. Smug, well, Smug goes for a clean 52 gold. He's a good boy. Janko is going to cost 100. And as you look at Janko, he's kind of the only one here who doesn't have a hint of like real green. He's very blue.
Cool.
Like a very light blue.
That is one expensive riding lizard.
They're expensive.
Well, that's what you get when you get the best.
Now, these seem like fair prices for obviously very well-kept animals. You're
Why,
obviously
thank you.
doing a wonderful job here, but unfortunately, we won't be able to afford them at exactly that price at this moment. Is there any way you could make a deal?
Oh, what kind of deal? I do like deals.
Well,
What were you
we could-
thinking, laddie?
I have some items I might include for a trade, although I doubt you'd be all that interested. Or
Okay.
perhaps for the promise of us putting the word out and good customer service, you might
my
wish to
God.
make a deal since we're buying the pair of lizards.
You're looking for a deal on a combo meal, if that's what you're asking for. Is that what I'm hearing?
100%, yes.
And a little bit of sponsorship back home. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, exactly.
Well, and this is not to rent. I'm assuming you want to.
No,
own.
it would be to purchase them.
I see. Well, Mr. Janko here is quite the specimen. I can't really. You know what? How about I've heard of this term in Brighton used several times. How about we do what we call a rent to own scheme?
I raise an eyebrow.
Business, good business.
You said you needed 2 weeks. You said for renting. Purchase them
Yes.
at the rental. How about you purchase Smug straight up, and then for Janko we do a bi-weekly payment.
Now we might be on the road a lot, so a bi-weekly payment might be.
You seem like a trustworthy fella.
Indeed, I am.
That's good to know. Old Jebin here's got a good eye for the people.
If we were to do that, would you be giving us any discount for buying both of them?
How about they'll be fitted for free? How's that?
Ooh.
You get your stirrups and your saddle for free. But this does mean you'll be riding around for sponsoring of Jebin Tuppin's stable house in Haven. Oh,
Because the sponsorship is included, I will pay you up front for the full asking price you had up front for the one lizard. And
Smug.
how about, yes, and we will start the rent to own payment in the 2 weeks, or before we leave, as long as my friend is very happy with riding.
you drive a hard bargain, but I agree. A deal's a deal. And he holds out his shaking old man hand.
I shake his hand because my gloves are on.
And as soon as you guys are done shaking hands, he puts his 2 fingers in his mouth and whistles really, really loud. And he's like, "All right, pound a night. Erwin, come make these two ready to roll. And two gnomes come over from the sides. And they're like, yes, sir. And they take Janko and Smug and start fitting them with stirrups and saddles and reins.
Nice.
If you just follow me over to the counter, we can get you all settled out. And then you can pick them up at the Mount Station. They'll be waiting for you. Just keep an eye out for Pananan or Irwin, and they'll hand them over.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. I am Jebin Tuppen. It'll be a pleasure doing business with you. What's your name, laddie?
Leo.
Oh, Leo. A lovely name to match a lovely face. Come on down.
I walk over to the counter and I pay for the lizard.
It's great doing business with you. Go ahead and pick them up at the Mount Station.
We will. Thank you again, and I look forward to the future business that we will do together.
Oh, Leo. I do as well. Goodbye now.
All right, we head out.
So the total amount was 52 gold for Smug up front, and
Yeah,
you paid
yeah.
nothing for Janko.
Nothing for
Right
Janko. I'm hoping that Folkvar is going to like Janko enough to take care of any payments for him.
Oh my god. That's fair, I guess.
I mean, I just that was almost half my goal.
Hey, you got a riding lizard.
Jebin Tuppen stable.
Jebin Tuppen Stables in Haven.
As you go out, Maria, you're outside, correct?
No, I went with.
Okay, well, you've been there this whole time. As you guys walk
Yeah.
outside towards the Mount Station, they're still putting up, they're just fitting in some reins and getting the stirrups and everything like fitted correctly. And they are emblazoned in the super nice, like calligraphied
Nice.
saddling and on the reins, Jebin Tuppen Stables.
Nice.
Yep.
Everywhere on every piece of equipment that's there. And yeah, they are they're getting ready to go.
Reminds me of some of the stuff I've seen at Coliseum.
It's
That's a
hey,
good point.
Worth getting a discount.
And Irwin is done with Smug first. Little Smug kind of like does a shake to get into okay with the saddle and everything. It's like
Hello, Smug. I hope we'll get along on the road.
and he looks at you. Unlike Cammy, who looks at Maria very fondly, Smug definitely looks at you as like, yeah, let's do this shit. I'm fucking ready.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
A lizard of business.
Yeah.
I can get down with this.
And Janko next to them is Pananan's having a little bit of trouble with the stirrups just because of how fucking thick this boy is.
Yes.
But otherwise, as soon as he finishes, Pananan's like, all right, ready to go.
Maria, could you help with Jenko till we get back to Folkvar?
I mean, isn't he just like over there?
How far is the stable from Val's?
Not very far. They're both South Haven, so you could take about 10-15 minutes. You can leave them at the mounting station as well. You just gotta tie them up.
Okay, yeah, we'll go get Folkvar.
Okay. You get Folkvar. Folkvar is just cleaning out his barrel. Roll me that D20 with guidance.
I would love to. I hope it is a clean barrel. That's a nat 20 with a 4 on guidance.
That is
Cleanest barrel.
a spotless. There's
My heart is
nothing in
exploding.
the world I think you've seen cleaner.
I just don't understand why it wasn't working. Why wasn't it working?
Even you, Leo, somebody who's worked most of their life in a sanitized area for what you do,
Yeah.
this is spectacularly clean.
All right, respect for Folkvar. Just went up just a little bit.
Oh man. Oh man.
Folkvar,
I'm in the bottom of the barrel. Still.
got someone to introduce you to.
And you just see like a splash of water from a smaller bucket inside the barrel. And then I come out and I just like shaking water off. Woo! That shouldn't
Clean
attract any. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well,
All right,
after Maria's
me.
comments, it was okay.
I lead him back to where the lizards are, and I lead him up to the thick one.
So, Folkvar, you're not very tall.
I'm small.
And
Ah,
Cammy's size, they're about 7 to 8 feet tall.
That's tall.
They're pretty large. It's just that their necks generally give them the most of their height. Otherwise, the rest of their body kind of slopes down a little bit further than a horse's. But Janko, you've not seen a larger riding lizard before. He is probably pushing on 8.5 feet tall.
Holy
He is
shit.
monstrous. Yeah, he's a big boy.
What?
And he is looking down at you.
I am looking up at him like, wow. And if I may, may I do a nature check to see why this one is so goddamn different than all the others?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Thank you. I am proficient in nature. 9 plus 7, 16.
With a 16, you will know that he's not a regular riding lizard. So most riding lizards are corrosive drakes.
Yes.
Taken from most forests or swamps. This is not a corrosive drake. This is a beach drake.
A beach drake?
Yes, they are known for hunting in waters, mostly.
No way. Okay, little side note, because we leveled up, I need you to know I exchanged one of my infusions, and it's actually the cap of water breathing. So this is dope.
So Forkfire looks excited, right?
And as you look, you see that the scales that were kind of on the spine of Cammy and Smug, this ones are more, they're less singular and they're more connected, almost like a fin.
Oh, wow. Amazing. What? You wait a second. This one, sorry, what was his name? Janko should be around water, but we're going to be inland.
There's some water. Are you not happy with the
no.
decision? It's rent to own, so you can just stop renting him after our trip to Brighton if you don't like working together.
With your nature check, Folkfar, you will know that they don't need water to survive. That's just where they hunt.
Yeah.
They mostly survive on beaches, which is why they're called beach drakes.
Okay. Well, actually, I do have one question though. Does this mean that the beach drake doesn't emit the same repellent odor?
I guess you'll just have to figure it out. That's not something that you'll get on the nature check.
Damn. Well, we'll still have 2 corrosive drakes, so that sounds great. Well, sorry, corrosive drakes. Riding lizard.
Do you do anything with Janko?
Did my nature check give me anything as to like a different social custom with these guys than like Cammy?
Nope. Most riding lizards. So with your nature check, well, not even with your nature check, just with kind of knowing why they're still considered riding lizards, even though they're from 2 different species, is because they're generally the same.
Okay.
In the way they are social.
Got it.
It's just they're basically the same species. They're just from different areas.
Then I'm gonna like take a strong side stance so that I'm presenting my chest and I'm just gonna do like a bow. Just kind of a strong postured bow.
Janko will look down at you and he'll open his mouth. I'm not sure if this will go over on the mic, but who knows?
Do I feel like that's an aggression thing?
Nope, it's not an aggression thing. He does it 3 times and then he backs up 2 steps and then bows his head to your feet.
I would like to copy, and I'll even make it a performance check, but I'll still do it. And then I'll back up 3 steps and bow again.
Okay. Roll me performance.
Okay. Oh, fuck you. 3, 2 plus 1.
Janko does not know what you just did. He doesn't even understand that it was an attempt to copy him in any way. So he just kind of lifts an eyebrow up at you and he shivers his head a little bit. But otherwise he's okay with you around.
Okay, well, I'll just take that and be glad I didn't roll 1 lower. And I don't have any food for him. Oh no, wait! I have the backpack of food. All right, I'll just give him. I'll give him like some jerky or something. Unless there's like fish, I'm sure he'd enjoy fish more.
You only have rations.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we take them to Val's kitchen and or unless they're better supplied here until we leave.
They'll be safely kept here for the night, I'm sure.
Okay, just before we leave, but then I would like to go and get on. Oh my God, we've just said his name 5 times.
Janko.
I'd like to get on Janko.
He like shifts around as you get up, but he just settles into a spot that he's okay with as you're still on the saddle.
Fantastic. God, I feel like I'm doing the splits. This guy's so thick.
Thought you'd appreciate having the strongest one.
I do appreciate it, but the color matches you.
I got that one. I point to Smug.
Beautiful creatures.
Okay, so you guys have your riding lizards. What do you do next?
We're heading back to Val's because Folkfare didn't tell us that we won't be allowed in, so I assume that we'll be allowed back in.
Well,
and I head back that way.
Yeah, I didn't say anything because I wasn't allowed in, and then I got busy.
Are you guys taking Smug and Janko and Cammy, or are you guys leaving them there?
A safe place to keep them, right? So
yeah.
I think we should keep them there.
Yeah.
Instead of putting them in the alley. As long as Maria's still comfortable with keeping Cammy there.
Okay, so...
Sorry, I know we're continuing, but this might be the one chance that Smug has to do some water-based hunting while we're busy.
Not Smug.
Oh,
sorry, Janko. Janko, this might be the one chance. So I'll ask. Oh, wonderful name. His name's on all of the equipment. Jingle
Jebin Tupham.
Jebin. If I take him outside, could I let him hunt in the bay while we're busy?
Jebin Tupham is inside the stable. I don't know what you're doing.
I thought we were in the stable.
No, we're out
They're
for
at the mountain
the
station.
Oh, sorry.
stable's where they keep the animals they're gonna sell.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna. If we're all leaving, we'll leave the lizards.
So you guys make your way back to Val's kitchen.
Yep.
Guards do not let you in. Halt! We are not allowed to let anybody in on Loris's orders unless you're part of the family.
Are the family in? Can they come out to speak to us?
No. As far as I know, Loris and Danny left for what did they say they were leaving? And the guy across from him was like, I don't know, something about getting new tables. Right. They're going furniture shopping. Why? You need something?
No, we can wait.
All right.
Good.
Help yourselves. These guys, they're back in their casual attire. Town Haven guards. The Dragon Guard have moved on.
I'm just gonna find if there's a clean place to sit nearby, or I'll stand, and I'm just gonna wait.
Well, if you want to stay near my cart, I wouldn't mind taking Jenko out for a swim.
Can you swim or water?
I
Do you
can't
sink?
swim. I can't swim. I will probably sink.
Please don't go out in the water with your lizard if you can't swim.
Did you see?
I don't know how to
did you
fix
see
you
the?
if you get waterlogged or drown.
No, I made.
I don't think I could perform CPR on you. Is what I'm saying.
That's a good point. Well, Maria can. She learned how. But I saw the fins on Jenko, and I think this would be a great opportunity for me to learn what water is like safely with someone who can swim.
I'm not sure that's a great idea.
Don't worry. I made something to let me breathe underwater.
I mean, if you lose the lizard, that's an issue because he's not paid for.
You said I was going to pay for him.
Yeah. You're currently renting him, and he hasn't been paid for it. So don't lose him, or you'll be out at least 100 gold right away.
I think I'd be more worried about my own safety if I lost him.
We were also worried about your own safety. Don't lose the lizard.
I hope not to. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go collect Jenko and I guess dive off the docks.
Give up on trying to help.
Okay. Leo, you're just hanging out waiting for them to get back, I guess?
Yep.
So, Folkvar, you go over to Jenko, take the reins, hop on him, take him over to the docks. What do you do?
Well, I actually, I'm going to pull out my nightcap, and it's just got a very simple stitch in it with a chin strap, and I put it on, and then I pull down my visor, and almost imperceptible because I'm not underwater yet, but I say, Jenko, if you'd like to go in the water, we have some time, so feel free to hunt before we get stuck on the road, okay? I'll hold on. You just... Yeah. It's cool. He sounds like a seal.
He snaps at the air.
Or a sea lion. Wonderful.
Waiting for you to snap the reins.
All right. I snap the reins and I say, tally-ho! And I hope that my invention works once he goes in the water.
Okay. This will be fun for me. Roll me strength because as he jumps off, you realize that this is not a dock for small boats. You're about 10, 12 feet above the water.
Oh boy, okay.
So
may I bonus action rage?
No, not.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So roll me strength to see how you can.
It was meant to be. Not a 20, but 17 plus 2. 19.
Okay. As you hit the water, you feel the pull trying to shove you off as you go under. And one hand snaps off of the reins.
Oh shit!
Under the pressure, but your other hand holds on. And unfortunately, it only feels like Jenko is speeding up.
Well, thankfully, I assume, are we underwater now, or?
Yep, you are underwater now.
As the bubbles dissipate from the dive, one of the bubbles seems to have lodged itself entirely around my head, and that is the effect of my cap of water breathing. It lets a bubble of air appear around my head. So in fact, not only can I breathe, but I can cast magic.
You are going 2, 5, 7, 10, 15 feet deep.
Oh my god.
As Jenko has found its prey and it's chasing it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. You know what? Do I make it worse for myself? I would like to take the hand that was not on that got dislodged and put it down on on Jenko, and I'm gonna cast Long Strider.
Oh my god.
So for 1 hour, his speed increases by 10 feet. Oh god.
You are a glutton for punishment.
Uh-oh. 6. 4 plus 2.
As Janko feels the magic course through him, you can feel his body tense up and he's like, oh, I can go full speed. And all of your momentum kind of slows as he comes to a stop, and you feel him like moving his spine of fins and moving his legs, kind of judging exactly how fast he can go.
Oh no.
And then he just goes from 0 to 100
Oh.
real quick, straight down.
Oh, man. Oh, down. That's good.
And you lose the other grip, and you are flung off of his back.
But at least I'm going down.
We're gonna be out of teammate
because
and a lizard.
I don't know.
Perception disadvantage.
Absolutely. That's a 15 on the die for the first roll, and an 8. So 8 plus 1, 9.
You can see Janko's, he swims much like an alligator, much with like the tail.
Cool.
And you can just see his dark form disappear in front of you.
That's amazing. I don't know how to swim, so
And you are sinking.
yeah, I'm gonna keep sinking.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
I would only like to cast guidance on myself and experience this.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, sorry. I have one chance because you said I just saw his dark form. So
Yeah.
I can cast the cantrip message, and little copper wire is going to come down and just ding right out of my cheek. And I'm going to point at Janko's dark form and say, catch me when you're done.
You get no answer.
That's fine.
And you sink. It's about 40 feet under before you hit the ground.
Wow.
How long does this cap of air breathing last?
Let me double check, but I think it's permanent. Cap of water breathing. Yep, it works until removed or no longer underwater.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he'll die of starvation or corrosion.
Okay. Let's go back to the surface.
Yeah.
Leo, you are waiting. Probably been, I don't know, say about an hour. It's getting to mid-afternoon, late afternoon, and not Val, but you see Blubby and Trevor coming back from the docks.
I'm just still gonna wait there, sort of near the entrance. I'm sure they'll see me.
Okay. Trevor sees you and he comes up. Blubby separates and goes his own way. Oi, what you guys doing?
Waiting for you. Well, I was.
Me, I thought you guys would have pushed on by now.
Told you I wanted to talk to you before we left.
You said it wasn't anything serious.
Plus, we're leaving tomorrow, so.
Oh, I see. You guys gonna stay another night with us?
Bokfar was pretty adamant, but I think at this point, if he was going to stay with you guys, you'd have to fish him out of the ocean.
Very, very, very long story.
It's a
very
likelihood.
concerning. We don't go swimming here.
We'll just hope that he's good with lizards.
There are things in these waters that are.
I believe it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's probably better not to stay with us if you don't want to be treated like royalty. And he'll look to Maria. So it's up to you. But I mean, the rooms are open. You know how she can be. But you guys want to come in for a beer or what?
I look to Maria, see if she's okay with going in.
Sure.
We'll come in.
All right. Gods, just let him in. Come on, move aside. And they'll reluctantly move away. And you guys
will
go
look reluctantly towards the water one last time before going in.
Snapshot of Folkvar lying down
okay.
on his back, underwater, just witnessing what it's like to have that silence around him and only hearing his own heartbeat. Got his fingers crossed on his stomach, just looking up. That's all.
Oh my god.
roll me perception, Folkvar.
Okay. 9 plus 1, 10. That is 3 9s on perception in a row.
You see a shadow kind of circling where you are currently.
I feel comfortable. It's Janko. Back to the surface.
Inside, you guys are just getting set up. Would you guys beer, ale?
Maria doesn't.
Right, you want a juice?
Yes, please.
Right, I'll get you juice. Leo, ale?
What do you drink?
I'm gonna have an ale. It's been a long day of work for me.
Sure.
And you look at him and he looks like he's been doing hard labor the majority of the day.
Yeah.
He's nice and sweaty. Yeah.
Right. Take a seat.
No, he
We'll
probably smells like fish.
we'll have a talk. Oh yeah, it's heavily like fish.
Yeah, I'm actually, while he's getting the drinks, I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink on him. But it doesn't really smell fishy anymore.
That is hilarious.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I don't have prestidigitation, so this is the best I can do.
He doesn't notice. He barely notices the fish smell nowadays anyways.
Yeah, he doesn't notice this.
So yeah, I'll say it works. Fish, yeah, I'll say that works. But it only gets rid of the fishy smell. He's super sweaty.
Yeah, it's not much better, but whatever.
It's definitely not as overbearing as the fish smell though.
Yeah,
So.
I feel like fish for me now is just a little bit traumatized. So I was surrounded by fish guts, so like I'm just like happy to not smell the fish.
Okay, you guys are just sitting back at the counter where you guys were for breakfast, and he's putting down a nice glass of juice it's pineapple juice, by the way, for Maria, and a mug of ale for Leo and himself. All right. Said you wanted to talk? What about?
I'm going to look apprehensively at Maria. I gotta roll to see if I ask her to leave. I don't know where she'd go. Maybe we'll talk later. I'm just looking between like Maria and my drink, like contemplating.
Later. Keeps saying talk later, but we got time now. He's not catching on.
I get it. I'll give you guys some alone time. She'll take her juice and she'll get up.
I'm gonna nod at Maria. I hope she doesn't look dejected.
She absolutely does.
Oh shit. She just thinks I don't like her. Oh.
Does she leave the building, or does she just kind of move to another end?
Let's see. No, she's going outside.
Oh god.
Another thing, by the way, because you had BRB during this time, did you bring Cammy with you or not?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Cammy's back in the alleyway then.
Yeah, she's gonna go hang out with Cammy.
Cool.
Have some juice hang
Quickly, we're gonna go back to 100,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yes,
Folklore,
please.
home perception.
Okay, beautiful silence and a dark shadow. 12 plus 1, 13. We cracked the 9 code. We're no longer rolling 9s.
Okay. You see the shadow kind of briefly come into your view, and it is the tail of not Django
Oh.
as it circles you.
Oh dear.
And it is large.
Okay, well, there's one thing a dwarf knows how to do in a dangerous situation, and I would like to start digging in the soft mud.
Go for it.
Yes, I just need to hide. Hup! So, what? It's a 13 on the die plus what am I going for?
You're trying to hide, correct?
Yeah, so that's a 16. 13 plus 3, stealth.
You're trying to hide by digging yourself a hole.
A little bit, yeah, should be easy. This ground is soft.
Yes, but you also know what happens to dirt that is brushed up, correct? It's more noticeable. It's not exactly, it spreads in the water. It's not exactly like it clumps right next to you and goes to the ground.
Yes, Folkvar never knew that, actually. Colt knew that.
So whatever this thing, it is circling and circling and circling, and now it is in full view as it is kind of just circling you overhead as it gets closer and closer. And it is, roll me nature check.
I would love to. Aha, not the best. I guess I'm a little panicked because of the cloud of dust. It's a 4 plus 7, 11.
11, that works. This is a hunter shark.
Oh, you said it was as large or larger than?
It is a large.
It is large. All right. Would I know that it always attacks in this circling pattern?
Yes.
Okay.
This is how it tells other sharks nearby that you are its prey.
Ah, it's a loner. It's a solo hunter. All right. Well, that's really cool. And I would like to take the diamond. No, I don't. I don't want to attack it right now, do I? Should we go back to the surface? We should go back to the surface. I'll consider this. I will think about this.
And back to the surface we go. Trevor and Leo, you guys are now alone.
Now, I know that I can't get you to take payment for everything that you've done to help me, and now also I don't know what to call them. I just sort of gesture towards the doors.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get who you mean.
Well, I could only come up with 2 options for repaying you, and the first one I unfortunately can't really entertain, so here's the second, and I'm going to slide him the envelope that Benwick gave me.
Cool.
What is this?
It's, if you ever need somewhere safe to go.
Undoes it and opens it. What do you mean somewhere safe to go? And he starts reading it. And he looks back at you, he's like, Leo, buying a spot on the teleportation circles of the Arcane Spire costs thousands of gold.
I'm sure it does.
Why? You can use it.
I didn't
Go anywhere you
deserve it
want.
anyway.
Hide from what you... Aren't you running from people?
I unfortunately have to go back to that city. I probably won't come out alive. So
That is
it's better that you
horrifying.
use it to protect your family.
Leo, I can't take this.
Well, I just gave it to you, so you already have.
I'm gonna give it back, and he'll hand it over to you.
I do not take it.
Oh, what is this? Is this the last person who touches it? It's theirs. Is that what this is gonna be?
I take a long sip of ale.
Leo, this is your salvation. You can get out. You can go anywhere you want.
I can't go anywhere I want anymore. It's a lot to explain. I haven't even told them yet, but I think I've accidentally ended up involved with something pretty important. And if I don't deal with it, well, no one else is going to.
All right, fine. And he'll pocket the letter. He's like, but I'm not going to use it. Just so you know, it's going to be sitting here for when you come back for it.
Well, if I don't die, I'll come back for it then.
Well, I guess you better not die then.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. I take another long drink.
Well, I mean, we beat him back yesterday.
They didn't even come to the city looking for me. She wouldn't have come to the city just looking for me, so I think that was just taking an opportunity. And Maria almost died.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
I almost got fired today, but I didn't.
You almost got fired?
Yeah, you know, long story. I almost get fired every day. The result is that I didn't. Same with Maria.
It's resistance
Result.
training.
Sorry, why do you almost get fired every day?
Listen, if you listen to the captains, I'm not that great to work with. But that's if you listen to the captains. So
What did they say about you?
he understands me.
But no, what did they say about you?
I mean, I may talk too much and I don't really get a lot of work done. But I mean, there's not really lots of people that you can choose from in Haven, so they keep me on.
Oh.
Do you just not know how to stop? I mean, I believe it after spending a few days with you, but
Really? Really?
you do talk a lot.
What's wrong with getting to know a person? You sound just like the captains. I don't understand. I just like other people. I don't get it. Blobby says that I am a model citizen of Haven, and the captains just don't understand my gifts.
He's probably right in some aspects. I'm not.
See? Now we're on the same page. See, we can joke around with each other. Captains, they don't understand me at all.
Then why do you keep working for them?
With mom and dad gone, it's really just me and Val taking care of Danny. So, you know, gotta keep the family alive.
Why not do caravan work or something? You help me out.
Yeah, but I did caravan work for a bit. But unlike the market fish deliveries that I do here to Brighton every now and then, the caravan work keeps me away from Danny for too long. He needs a good role model here.
I think I admire that.
Well, I thank you for that compliment.
Leo doesn't really know what to do with the family stuff.
It is what it is. He'll clank your mug with his. He's like, everybody gets their lot, but you know, it's only by helping each other out that maybe we make it through it, huh?
Someday I'll get you to accept my help.
That's gonna be on the horizon every day, and it's never
can't
gonna
owe
come.
you forever.
So, well, I mean, you can. It's just about.
I would prefer not to.
He chuckles to it. He's definitely teasing you at this point. It's like, you know what? I think I would prefer if you just owed me for the rest of your life. I think.
That's the
think that
issue.
would
I
be
think
better.
you would prefer if I owed you for the rest of my life.
Well,
Leo's being very
What a-
serious.
what are friends for?
Leo's looking at him suspicious again.
Do you want to roll insight?
Leo would.
I mean, I guess.
Leo would.
But I mean, I don't know though. I think he'd still be suspicious even if he gets the answer.
Well, that's the
Right?
point of the roll, right? It's Leo rolling.
Yeah. It was the 21.
Woo!
But
Yeah, he's not even putting on the moves right now. He's just having a drink with a friend.
and Leo gets that, but Leo's still like,
Still doesn't believe it. Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
yeah, he's
You have your own difficulty check.
he's looking at this guy just suspiciously. He's still looking at him with suspicion. Maybe getting lost in thought a little bit too right now, just sort of staring at the guy.
He takes a big gulp of ale. He looks back at you. What? I got something on my face. Don't tell me it's fish guts again. Oh, Blobby said I gotta roll off.
No, I just don't get you.
Oh, I don't get you.
Probably a good thing.
How I prefer it.
I raise an eyebrow to that.
Well, I feel like life would be a bit too, maybe not too easy, but I don't know how to explain it. Just, I like people who are difficult to understand, not because of a bad thing that they went, because of
Leo's
whatever history
eyes
they
are
had.
widening as he says this in like complete agreement and understanding.
But like, I don't think it's good to know a person 100%.
You are right. You are very, very, very right. Yes.
I think this is the first time we've ever agreed on something.
Leo is surprised at this insight from Trevor.
This is great.
It's much easier for me to be a good person and, you know,
When you
to
don't
put
know.
my values on top when I don't know
Yeah.
what the other person's gone through or going through, you know?
Or how much of a scumbag they are.
Or how much of a scumbag they are. But, I mean, that just comes down to your judgment, you know? And I think I've got pretty decent people judgment. At least, I hope so. You're not a murderer, are you? Oh my. Please don't stay quiet for too long.
Wait. not. That's only an 11 on my deception check.
DC was 10. Whew.
Oh,
Thank you. I had me worried there for a second. See? Told you. My,
What if I was?
I got keen
Well,
insight on you.
What if I was? What if your insight was wrong?
My insight was wrong on you being a murderer, then you know what? After getting to know you, you must have had a reason for it.
What if the reason wasn't good enough?
For you,
Yeah.
reason probably was good enough.
Why do you have so much faith in me? You don't know me.
You're right, I don't know you at all. But that also kind of provides me the security to kind of believe in blind faith, don't you think?
I'm so confused by this person. Leo just looks very confused. Can we cut back to the bottom of the sea?
Yeah.
no, wait.
Decide what I'm gonna say next.
Well, what has Maria been up to?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
Maria.
Maria's
How
in
you
the
doing,
alley.
Cammy?
She's just sitting there with Cammy, just like, well, at least I have you, Cammy.
Cammy will run to the far end of the alley, which, by the way, there is a cellar door which connects to the restaurant, and that's probably what leads right up into the bar. And she goes to the other side of the cellar door, picks something up with her mouth, comes back over, and then drops it at your feet. And it is a dead dire rat covered in acid spit.
Oh,
Thanks.
She leans down with her nose and just pushes it at you.
oh.
Thank you, Cammy, but I'm not hungry or anything. You can have it.
She kind of shakes herself and then eats it in one big bite and like puts her head straight up and just hop, hop, hop and eats it. Maria, do you do anything else or are you just hanging out with Cammy?
Now, I know I got mad at Folkwar for this, but seeing Cammy run over there and seeing it there, the cellar door there, now I'm curious.
I mean, what else is she gonna do right
Yeah.
now?
Intelligence is a curse.
Curiosity
I'd like to
is.
go over and investigate the
Yes!
cellar door.
Yes!
Yeah, sure. It is locked.
It is locked.
Yes.
Oh, this probably won't go well, but I am proficient in thieves' tools.
Run with it. That's why Folkvar did it earlier. So you want to try and pick this?
Oh,
It's time for Maria's successful sneak mission.
Just wants to sneak in and hear the conversation through the floorboards.
Oh, that would be really
Um,
cool.
So the proficiency in these tools means that I get proficiency bonus on this, right?
Yes.
Good, because my sleight of hand is technically -1.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
with the proficiency bonus, that's an 18.
Wow, good
Nice.
job.
Hey, you managed to like slip in a very thin piece of your tools and managed to just jerry rig over the bar and it chink. And you can feel the tenseness on the door go away as it unlocks, and you can open it and go in.
I'll open it and go in.
Okay.
This
you
is where I
drop
find
down.
Shiggs just asleep.
It's one of those like two large barn doors that open up, and you make your way inside. You drop. I'll say it's an easy drop, so about 6 feet to the ground.
Yeah.
And you are now inside. It is pitch black.
Luckily, I have the light cantrip.
Well, there you go.
I will use that
On what?
on the blade of my sword.
As you light up this cellar, you just see there's a support beam right in the middle. It's about 15 feet from where you are is the ladder that presumably goes up to the bar door.
Okay.
And all around you are just boxes and old barrels covered in spider webs.
Yeah.
And as you kind of move away from the entrance that you came into, you hear a big thump, and Cammy has hopped inside with you.
Cammy,
She actually fit. Oh.
I don't know if there's enough room for both of us down here, Cammy.
It's wide enough. There's two of you in here. It's just going to be very difficult getting her out. Otherwise, the basement is like, it's quite wide. I would say it's about 25 by 30 feet. And yeah, you're about 10, 15 away, 10, 15 feet away to where the ladder goes up to the bar. So it looks like there's a portion of this that's actually underneath the bar.
Interesting.
But otherwise, it's all just crates, barrels, lots of spider webs. This place has not been used in a long time. Roll me investigation.
Stay right here, Cammy, okay? I won't go far, I promise.
18.
Oh.
Nice. As you walk towards or walk around where the entrance is to the bar, you see that the top of the ladder where the door goes into the bar is like scratched up with whatever was scratching and whatever on it. From that, there's blood splatters
Oh.
on the underside of the trapdoor.
Oh god.
Whatever was clawing was doing it with its fingers.
Oh my god.
Is there any trail of that blood?
No, it looks like it kind of landed a little bit on the ladder, but there's nothing on the floor. There are some kind of scattered footsteps. It looks as if everything around the ladder makes it look as if there were several, but after doing a little bit more investigation around the ladder, it really looks like it was only one.
One very frantic individual.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's really not much else around here. I assume assume.
No, unless you wanted to take a look inside the barrels and stuff, but no.
I would have no reason to.
Well,
Fair.
if I might say, how does something not get out? So it must still be here.
I mean, it ceases to exist once the session ends, let's be honest.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are barrels.
I think it could have gotten out some other way.
Nope, I am not going to check the barrels.
Are
Yeah,
you taking a
I'd
closer look at the door going up to the bar by any chance?
sure, I will.
You climb up the ladder a little bit, and
Yeah.
at the top, it's no longer locked. Whatever clawed at the entrance to the bar managed to get through at some point.
Oh, crap.
I escaped while I was asleep.
Maybe it's Danny. No.
That could have been Danny.
Danny is a goblin.
His fucking plus 10 AC blanket. Ooh,
Whoa.
just kidding. That's not a thing. Don't steal
Is
his
it still
blanket.
folded on the booth in the corner?
Yeah, it's still there.
Adorable.
He said it was yours.
What a cute kid.
Danny's a cutie.
Yeah. I told him to keep it though.
Okay, back to 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Folkvar, roll me perception.
That is a 17 plus 1, 18, like Maria.
Okay, you can see this thing bearing in on you, and it is going to attack any second.
Well, there's one thing you learn when you're mining alone and there's a group of somethings trying to kill you. Prevent damage. And I would like to use that silver mirror from the Thieves' Tools that I had before and gave to Leo. And instead, I'm going to flash it on the Hunter Shark and cast... Oh, sorry. Not the Hunter Shark. Cast it on myself. I'm casting Sanctuary on myself.
Okay, roll me initiative, baby.
You got it. Holy shit. 17 plus 3. 20.
By the way, it's been a good almost 2 hours now that you've been down here.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, it's not just been a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, you go first.
All right. Sanctuary only lasts a minute, so I'm going to make the kind of barking sound that I failed at last time to try and get the attention of Jenko.
Roll me performance with disadvantage.
Got it. 7 on the first roll and a 10 on the, so 8.
You attempt to make the sound while it was closer when you were on land. It is much harder in the water for you to get the kind of pitch needed for it to travel.
That's totally fine. And then I'm just going to use all my movement to swim. How do I swim? I don't know. So I'm kind of running towards where the docks were.
Okay, so you have half movement.
So 15 feet, unless I use my action to dash, which I would, unless that was my performance.
That was your performance.
Great. 15 feet.
Okay, here we go.
Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Okay, so that passes.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's only an 8 to hit. So it swims at you as you're like moonwalking through the water. You see this set of just jagged jaws come at you from the darkness, and it barely misses you as it chomps at your back. And swims away.
A bead of sweat that or oil, because it's whatever, it doesn't mix with the water. And then I start moving faster towards the death. So I start sprinting. So 30 feet of movement.
So you're just doing 30 feet of movement?
30 feet of movement. That's it.
Okay.
Unless you personally allow me to use my reaction to hold my rage in case I get grappled.
No,
Cool.
you won't do it. For
Just
this.
go ahead.
But it is within 5 feet, so it's going to attack again as an opportunity attack. That's another 8, and another chomp, and it misses you
Wonderful.
as you go 30 feet away. You are getting further away to what you assume is shore, but you're not really making much of an incline.
You mean I'm getting closer to shore?
You are making a decision to run towards shore,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
That's what you wanted
yes,
to do?
yes.
Yes, so you've run 45 feet now.
Yes.
And you're not feeling much of an incline.
Okay. I'm going to, I don't know
You
how.
action dashed. already.
Okay. When Jenko was testing its limbs for its speed after I cast Longstrider on it, how did it swim afterwards? What was its body movement like? Because I know you said that they're like kind of
It was
like
like a
alligator,
crocodile.
like a crocodile.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and crocodile and swim up.
Roll me athletics.
Oh, net 20! Oh!
Advantage.
Oh!
unfortunately.
Oh!
I did say disadvantage.
I'm sorry,
so
I
don't know how to swim.
19 plus 2!
Okay.
21!
Really wants to crocodile.
Holy fuck!
You've managed to figure out the exact movements for this burst of speed. Unfortunately, you did this after you moved.
Oh, whoops. I thought it was
so
my
you'll
turn
be
again.
able to move 60 feet next turn.
Wicked. That's what I'm doing. That's awesome.
I allowed this roll as your bonus action because you took your action to dash.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. I just thought it was a new turn.
Now the shark will attack.
DC 15.
It makes the DC.
Okay. AC 18.
That's fuck. It is not making the attack. That's a 10 to hit.
Oh, I didn't expect a fucking metal shark, metal crocodile.
It comes in to take another chomp, and just the amount of like dust from like ground that you've thrown into the water has really thrown off its direction, and it misses.
Love it.
Your turn.
All right, so I commence the burst of speed like exactly like what Jenko did when he launched. I fucking launch. And there's my 60 feet. Boom.
Okay, so give me 1 second here, because I gotta look something up.
Oh, I'm gonna fly through the top of the water. I was only 40 feet down. I'm majestic.
Oh no, Folkvar is now a dolphin. What do we do?
No, you need to remember that you are made of completely metal.
Yes, well,
Which means you are heavy.
mostly metal, but yes, I'm heavy. Make it 30 feet. I'm cool with that. Half.
Okay, so you go up 30 feet. You're still in the water because it was about 40 feet down. You've got 10 feet to go, but you're sinking. By the next time you can move, you'll be 5 more feet down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the shark is coming right at you.
Well, it should be its turn, I believe.
Yep, it is its turn. You
Did
also
the shark get an
opportunity attack.
Shark get an attack of opportunity, by the way?
It's doing that right now.
Wisdom save.
Made the save,
Wow, consistent.
and that will hit. That is a 20. Dirty
Oh,
20.
that hits.
That is 12 piercing damage.
Woo! Taken.
And now it will take its attack. Swings back up at you, and unfortunately, it now has advantage on rolls.
Even saving throws?
Nope, just on melee attack rolls.
Okay.
Against any creature that doesn't have all its hit points.
Oh, wow.
That is a 25.
I assume
for
it-
the
and-
sanctuary,
Okay, yeah. Wow.
and that's a nat 20 to crit.
Oh my god.
Christ. That's 20 points of damage.
Whoa!
It's your turn.
Okay, wow.
Roll me perception.
Doing it. 13 plus 1, 14.
Sorry, it was 14 plus 1.
13 plus 1, 14.
You see another shadow on the edge of your vision, and it is circling.
Well, I already know it's not another shark, so it's probably Jenko. So I'd like to bonus action rage and get the deep red now pulsating from under my probably shredded leathers, and I'd like to grapple the shark.
Which one?
Which one? The one? There's only one.
Okay, so the one who's been attacking.
Yeah.
Cool, go ahead.
Shit, the other one is a shark. Fuck. I get advantage for rage. That's a nat 20 plus
Okay.
22 to grapple.
Shit, I should have given you disadvantage. That's fine. We'll do it. Yeah, you can grapple it.
If it's disadvantage, then it's 8 plus 2, 10.
No, it's fine. You got the nat 20. You have grappled the shark who was attacking you.
Okay, so its speed is 0, and I would like to just climb onto its back so it stops biting me.
Okay.
That is all I got. I'm gonna hold on for dear life.
Okay. You are the shark that you have just climbed onto has swum you back to the bottom of the ocean,
Okay,
and it is going to attempt to kick you off.
bring it.
That's a 17.
Incoming. 17 plus 2, baby.
There you
19.
go. Okay. It stays on you. Roll me perception.
Rolling
You stayed on
perception.
yet?
A 10 plus 1, 11.
There is another shadow circling over you exactly like this one did.
Motherfucker. All right. Well, in that case, I'd like to use my action. Wait, is it my turn?
Yes.
I'd like to use my action to reach with one hand into my pocket, grab the diamond, and smack it against the hammer on my hip, and thus the ice-formed Kana will create itself from the water and latch itself with its legs onto my shoulder, because you can carry a tiny-sized object, and it says it can be held in one hand, so basically the hand is used, and it's going to be a flamethrower version this time, and I'd like to bonus action
Underwater.
it's underwater and it'll work. That's the coolest, that's the best part. It still works. There's no reason it wouldn't.
Water.
What are you doing?
I'm breathing a 15-foot cone of flame from Kana, the mini Kana, up towards
Okay,
the
go for
shadow.
it. Yep, that's fine. Go for it.
It's just a dexterity saving throw.
That's a 6.
Okay, so I deal full damage, which is, I believe, just 2d8. Yep, 2d8. Do I
Go ahead,
get
roll.
any light off of it to see if it's another shark?
It's another shark.
Great, then this was a good idea. Yeah, 1 plus 7, 8 fire damage.
So it takes 4 damage. Okay.
All right, and I'm still holding on with the other hand.
Okay.
It turns off your sanctuary, right?
Yes, it does.
Let me roll initiative for the second go. So the shark that you just blasted is going to make a melee attack against you.
Okay. Do I get any cover for riding a large monster? Because I'm small?
No.
Okay.
That's 22 to hit.
I'm gonna
Or sorry,
reaction
24 hit.
reaction 24?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Plus 5 would not help. That hits.
That is 7 damage total. It rolled pretty badly.
And half of that 3?
Yep.
Beautiful. Still ouch.
The other shark is going to attempt to get you off of it.
Here we go.
It's a nat 20.
Okay, I hope I can get one too. No, 17 plus 2, 19. Nope.
So you are whipped off of it, and there are now 2 hunter sharks looking you down.
Uh-huh.
And you're back at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, are they still within 15
It is
feet?
your turn.
Because I can hit them.
Yes, they are both within.
All right, bonus action, blast the shit out of them with another cone of fire.
Go for it. Oh, wait, it's just Dex.
Yeah, dex saving throw. 15.
It's a 13, and that's a 2.
Wonderful! So they both take 5 plus 5, 10. 10 fire damage.
Okay. Okay. They're going to attack.
Wait, that was my bonus action
That's
only.
right. That was your bonus action. Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Could I swim up to them with my 15 feet of movement?
They're within 5 feet of you.
Oh, they are. Okay. Well, in that case, I can free action equip my light hammer in one hand and just make an attack on it, right?
Mm-hmm. At disadvantage.
All right, at disadvantage. Happening. First roll is a 14 on the die. That's good. Second roll is an 8. So 8 plus 6. That's 14.
That hits. Which one are you hitting?
I'm hitting the one I first wrestled. So it's a d4 plus 3. That's a 3. So 6 plus my strength plus rage. That's 10. 10 bludgeoning. Magical bludgeoning.
Yep.
Wah!
One that's going to attack you, not the one that you grappled. That's a dirty 20.
I'm going to reaction cast shield.
Okay. It does have advantage, and that is worse. So that was a dirty 20.
All right, that does not pierce through.
Okay. The other one has advantage. That's a 7.
Oh, woo.
Your turn.
All right. Oh, wait. I can't reaction cast shield. I'm enraged.
Uh-oh.
I do take
Okay,
the
so
damage.
hit.
Oh, glad that didn't go too far.
That is 15 damage from the first one,
Have to 7.
and that was 18 on the second one to hit.
Oh, AC 18.
So it hits.
Yeah.
7 plus 1 plus 2, so 10 damage.
Oh dear.
Your turn.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action. Yes, bonus action, end my rage. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. I'd like to use my action to cast Thunder Wave. And as we know from Maria before, sound travels up to 300 feet.
Okay.
So 15-foot cube.
Sound travels up to 300 feet, not in water.
Right, but I'm only 30 feet underwater-ish, so that's up to you.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
it does
No,
also
that'll work.
it also does also push them if they fail. So Constitution saving throws, DC 15.
Fail, and that's a save.
Okay, and I deal 2d8. The failed one gets pushed.
Okay.
3 plus 3. That's 6 thunder damage.
6 thunder damage. Does the other one get halved, or is it just
Halved.
Okay, that's
Halved and doesn't get pushed.
cool. The one who got pushed is now 15 away, right? Or 10?
10.
10.
Okay. Would you like to do? You still have an action, I believe.
I have
Well, that was
my action.
movement.
Oh, that was your action. Right?
So I have
You
I have movement and reaction. So now I need to try and breach the water. Is that even possible? Gotta try.
I will let you attempt a strength check, like an athletics, to push off of the ground strong enough.
I'll do my best. I'll probably sink in though. It's only a 9.
It's only a 9,
It's like
so-
making an acrobatics check during your movement.
You push off, you make it the 30 feet again, but you do not breach the surface, and you're sinking.
Damn it.
And the shark gets an opportunity attack.
It does.
That's a crit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm down. I don't think it'll do less than 8 damage.
No,
8 or
it
less.
does 12 plus 6, 18 plus 2 does 20 damage.
Damn, I'm down.
Fortunately, we don't.
And now I'm drowning.
As you go down, you have lost consciousness in this water as this shark has bitten a scar onto your chest. And as your eyes begin to close, you see a shadow in the water wiggling its way through you very fast. And the 2 hunter sharks seem to be finishing you off as your eyes close.
Do I get any death saving throws or they just rip me up?
Back to the surface real quick.
Oh, that's cruel.
Maria.
Yeah.
You're downstairs, correct?
Yep.
What were you doing?
Well, I know that I'm underneath the bar. My curiosity is going to get best. I'm going to see if I can hear part of Leo and Trevor's conversation.
As you listen in on the conversation, you are at the point where... Actually, give me perception. See how much of this you actually hear.
That's a crit for 25.
Okay.
Wow.
You can't exactly
That's
hear
amazing.
it perfectly, like super clearly, but you can
Yeah.
definitely hear the words. You can make out the words. It's Trevor at this point explaining why he doesn't need to know somebody. So you just missed the murder part.
Oh,
Oh man.
And Leo and Trevor, you're having your conversation at the bar. I would like you to roll perception for me.
I don't think I'm very perceptive right now. It's probably because I'm drinking and I didn't purify it. Where is my perception? +4, that's a 6.
Unfortunately, you don't hear it. Trevor does. and his eyes look up at the door that leads to the docks. And he's like, what the hell is this going on?
Something
And
wrong?
he kind of, the gods are wrestling with something outside. Hold on. And Trevor will make his way to the door.
Follow him to the door to at least peek out.
As you open the door, you see outside on the dock, it's like it leads right to the docks and the pier that goes about 20, 30 feet out into the water and then down. But it's wooden dock straight from this door. So you're right over the water.
Mhm.
And as you look out, you see the two guards who were posted here are over at the edge of the dock screaming. And they're screaming like, hey, up here, up here, up here. What the hell is going on out here?
Oh shit, that might be Folkvar. I'm gonna run over.
As you run over, a big splash in the water as a monstrous Janko hops out of the water with an unconscious Folkvar in his mouth. And Janko drops him at your feet.
I'm gonna yell at the unconscious Folkvar. I told you I couldn't do CPR on you.
And
Poke him.
So I don't have to
quickly,
make
Folkvar,
yeah.
roll me a death saving throw now.
I thought I would have to do this underwater, but the last thing I saw was the sharks, right? And the
The last thing you saw
shadowy
was the
figure.
shadow wiggling towards you.
yeah.
That was Janko.
I understand, but from Folkvar's point of view, I think, all right, I'll start making the saves because I'm just telling you I'm wrestling with using my inspiration. That's a nat 1.
You have inspiration?
We all have a permanent inspiration.
Oh, that's right. You have 2 death saving throws.
Yep, that's 2
Or
failures.
2 fails.
Is this at the point that I have poked him?
Yes. You are
'Cause
poking
I-
him to stabilize him.
I have cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
I poke him in the eye again because that's exactly how I cast it last time. I'm sure he coughs up some water.
I don't think much happens. I'm still unconscious.
Yeah,
he's
but-
still unconscious.
Oh
But you're
my,
alive.
what? Oh my god.
From behind you, you
No.
hear Maria coming up from the bar.
I have put my bag down next to me on the dock, and I'm searching through it, looking at my tools. Like these are not going to help me to help Folkvar.
As you look back up and around, Janko is back in the water and gone.
You're not allowed to die on me, Folkvar. You owe all the money for that lizard.
Maria will kneel down on the other side of Folkvar. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised at all?
Should we get him inside or
One
like
second.
what? I've never.
She's gonna put her hands on his chest.
I am stable. You don't have to.
And I'll use a level 2 cure wounds for 12 hit points.
Oh boy.
And you gain your 12 hit points back.
Damn. You'd see the heart beats and everything starts to pump, and then like before, the metal will start to basically remend itself.
You could have just gone the other way, just like triple cast magic missile.
Better to finish it now than take him to
Yeah.
Brighton. 1, 2, 3. That's 3
We can-
saving
yeah,
throws.
If we finish him off, we can scrap him for parts, right?
Yeah.
Sell the organs, and Maria can have the rest.
How many rations are inside them?
Folkvar. Why do you do these things?
First of all, thank you, Maria. Second of all, I think Janko's too strong for me.
I think you owe Jeb and Tuppen 100 gold.
I think Janko's too strong for me, and for now.
I've begun
Alright.
packing up my tools.
We should get him inside, I think, instead of out here
Yeah.
where
Um,
more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor,
Yeah.
could you help me carry him?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind the help.
Trevor will also give you an arm.
You know, I heard the saying, sink or swim. I don't get one of those. I don't get the option. I found out that now.
You don't need to talk. You should just rest.
And the group ends up bringing you inside, setting you down in one of the booths while taking care of you. And Val and Danny have returned home while you two talk.
I walk in and
Oh.
see this scene.
Yeah, they're not super proud. But go ahead, Maria, what were you going to say?
I'll be right back. And she's gonna scooch back outside to the alley. Cammy, come here.
You look down into the cellar and there's like a
Yeah.
proud-looking Cammy looking at you.
Cammy, come here.
It does that thing where it like wiggles its butt while like condensing its body to do a spring jump.
Yeah, she'll just like back up 10 feet.
And it jumps out and with like a big thump.
I bet we hear that inside.
It's a little bit too much of a jump and it spurts into the wall a little bit. It's like,
Oh,
careful. But she's otherwise fine.
so it's like move behind, just like carefully shut the door.
Okay.
Okay, now wait here. I'll be right back.
And you go back inside where
Yeah.
Val and Danny, while Danny is ushered upstairs almost immediately, Val comes back down to help take care of Folkvar. But I think that's a good place to end it for this week.
Well, I would agree, except for one thing. Folkvar,
What is the one thing?
Folkvar would have to say, all right, I appreciate this is a little much, but I have to at least wait outside near the docks, not near the water, but near the docks for Janko. He did save my life.
And fall back in the water again?
No, I went in on purpose on Janko. I'm not gonna fall in. You think I'm an idiot?
You know what? Yeah. I mean, if you want to sit outside and wait for Janko to come back, you're more than welcome to.
I would. I thank everyone. Seriously, I'll bring a chair. It's fine. I need to wait for Janko.
Okay. Several hours pass until it's about dinner time. Dinner time's ready. Val will come out to you and be like, hey, Folkva, you want to come in and eat? Janko has not yet shown up.
I'd love to, but instead, could you please cook one of the extra so that I can give it to Janko when he comes back? I owe him.
Folkva, it's already been a few hours. I don't think he's coming back.
Do you think he's just at the stable?
There's always a chance.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'll go check the stable.
Okay.
And we can leave
What's
it
everybody
there.
else doing in this moment?
Well,
Leading up to dinner, what were you guys doing?
Leading up to dinner, Leo actually. Leo's getting drunk. For the first time in his entire life.
Oh no. Roll for what type of drunk you are. Sad.
Roll sad. You're just telling me the outcome already. I mean, a little bit accurate, probably. But I think I'll find out more next time about that.
And that is all for this week on Shadows Over Filoria. And I think this is the first time we've actually gotten close to somebody dying. So we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently we'll still see Folkvar next week.
Hey, I was expecting to use my inspiration nat 20 while I was going unconscious. So.
All right, bye everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Goodbye.
Bye.